Well, hey there, hello. Today we're doing something. literally, as soon as I start streaming, my cat starts screaming at me. This is how this works every single time. Literally, I hit this freaking streaming button and it's like, ah, attention, please, ah. My goodness. But anyways, we're gonna do something a little bit different today. Something we haven't done before in the past. I'm gonna do some building. It's been a hot second since I have done any building. But I had the desire, and I had some ideas of some stuff that I think might be fun. So I was like, what the heck? Why not? Hey Mint, hey Beggy, how's it going? Let me just post the fact that I'm live in my Discord. Live streams. There we go. It's gonna work? Yeah, there we go. Alright. So yeah, I'm not much of a builder. It's been, like I said, it's been years since I've built in this game. And I'm not sure how I feel about building now that, there's a Rec Room Studio, but we're gonna do it nonetheless. Liam, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I'm just gonna do some building today. You can stick around if you think that'd be something fun. I'll, just kind of through the process of everything from start to finish. I was working on this a little bit earlier today, so you can see a very rough concept of what we're going to be doing. But then, yeah, if you guys have ideas, you guys can input. If you guys want to help, then maybe in the future you guys can help out in the room. I'm definitely going to need help when it comes to the circuits because I am very incompetent when it comes to doing the circuits, so I'm going to need some help with that. So later on, maybe if you guys want to help, you can let me know, and then we can see if you'd be a good fit for the project, and then if you want to do that, maybe we can have that happen. My cat is still being very annoying. Kitty, my goodness. So yeah, I don't know how entertaining of a live stream this is going to be, if at all. But I wanted to build and I wanted to feel productive by live streaming. So here we are doing this. That's literally my thought process. You're pretty good at circus, all right? Then yeah, when we get to that, May just gonna need your help with that. Okay, all right. I've not been in the stream in a while. Well, Mr. Liam, I don't know if this is the best stream to be coming back to because this probably isn't going to be too exciting. Okay, but the main premise of what the room is that I'm creating is, if you know the game Speedrunners, that is what I'm trying to recreate here. I'm ripping off other people's ideas. But Speedrunners is basically, it's a 2D game where you basically run around and you gotta grapple the ceiling, swing, you gotta get boosts, and then you just gotta do this little 2D parkour, and it's a map that loops back in on itself, and then the longer you go, the more the border of the screen comes in and in. So it's harder and harder to see, but the goal is that you are fast enough, because the screen tracks whoever's in first. I'm doing a horrible job of explaining this. The screen tracks whoever's in first. So if you fall too far behind, you'll get cut off to the edge of the screen, and then you die if you hit the edge. And so the edge of the screen keeps coming in as time goes on, so it gets smaller and smaller, so you have to stay closer and closer together. But the goal is to basically you be the fastest, and then everyone else dies behind. So that's basically what I'm trying to recreate here. So if you want to think about this in Rec Room concept, this is basically cooler Stunt Runner. Maybe I'm a little biased about, the cooler part of it, but I think it's a cooler Stunt Runner. So things are a little speedy, a little fast, but basically the way that I'm going to make this work here in Rec Room is there's just going to be a black box. There's going to be a red box that's going to follow you as you go, and it'll get faster and faster. So I'm going to have the map loop back on itself, and then it's pretty much just whoever can survive the longest will then win that round, and then it'll probably be same as it is in Speedrunners. A first person to win 3 times in total then takes the full win. So yeah, pretty cool concept. So I'm trying to figure out how to translate that here into VR, but we're gonna see. You can definitely help, even though you've never built anything in Rec Room and have zero experience with circuits. In fact, you sound like the perfect fit. You sound like you have literally pretty much the exact same experience as me. So I'm trying to translate that here into a 3D space in Rec Room. And so I'm doing the best I can. I've got some ideas and some stuff I'm gonna do. But the way that I build is I just build a template first of just kind of the main thing of how things are going to work, and then I'm gonna go back through. I'm gonna pretty it up, change all the colors, add other decorations and whatnot, and then I'm gonna do all the circuits at the end. Is basically how I'm gonna do it. So the main premise is you start here, the box will be right there, and then you run this way. These things will be coins. So I'm going to, I don't know if they're going to be coins, but I'll have them be some sort of collectible. So that way, as you're going through the course, if you want to do the harder jumps, it may slow you down a little bit, but then you can collect the coins, and then I'm probably going to have a leaderboard for like whoever can collect the most amount of coins, and then I may actually end up getting Rec Room Plus just so I can have an in-game token currency. And then I can use that, and then people can buy stuff in the shop with those, because I think that'd be really cool. Because it's just one of those things where you can just focus on speed, not bother getting the stuff, getting the collectibles, or if you want to, then you can do some of the harder stuff, and then you can get them. And then over here. And then basically how I'm going to have it is if you ever fall in areas like this and you hit the red, you die. You are out of that round, which is why it's a 3-round system instead of just a 1-round system. Because if I don't want people to be like, oh, Joy-Con drift, oh, I screwed it up and now I'm out for the rest of the game. Might as well leave the room. Like, I wanna have people be able to stay for longer than that and have more than just that one shot per round. But I made this one. I'm probably going to bring that platform out close enough. But my main goal with this area is to be a bit of a tutorial area, because this will be like the easiest map. And so I'm trying to teach all the different mechanics of how the map is going to work. So like you've got those there. You've got this, which is encouraging a wall jump. And then over here, you're going to be jumping over the red stuff. Then this will be spikes. Again, this is just my template. So this will be spikes or something similar, because in speedrunners it also has, it's got spikes. I'm pretty sure they're spikes. But basically, in speedrunners, when you land on them, your character tumbles and you lose control of it, and then so it just tumbles forward, and then it'll slow down some of your momentum, and then you get control back, and then you can keep running. So the way this will probably work is that if you touch it, it'll slow your movement down by maybe like half for 2 seconds, and then you'll be back. So that's probably how that's going to work. So this is here so that you can jump over this, and then this is here as a forcing you to wall jump. But then I'm going to have it climbable. I'm going to put a climbable thing right there, so that you can climb up that in case you fall. And then the next section is going to be one that'll force you to climb. And then that'll teach that mechanic if you don't use it here. So that should be all the mechanics. There is a couple of other things that I want to add that I still don't have any idea how it can be possible, but I want to try it. So, and then also, yeah, I'm gonna add a coin right here so that if so you can do the cheeky thing, and then you can come here to the middle and then grab that instead of going on the outside here. But one of the things in speedrunners is there's items. And so these items can either help you or can hinder your opponents. So, for example, like one of the items is, one of my favorite items is a box. You get a crate. So this only really works in 2D because you get a crate, you drop it, and then there's a crate there, and then if anybody ever runs into it, they knock over the crate, and then they stumble, and they lose their momentum, and then they have to start back up again. So, like, how to translate that into a 3D environment here, I don't know how to do that. So that's where I'm gonna have to do some brainstorming, and I'll have to get some help from you guys, especially when it comes to making it, because I don't think I can make that, at least with my knowledge of circuits. So I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm gonna create a list of like all the other ideas that I want to have, that I want to implement at some point. But yeah, this is pretty much the main premise of it. So it'll do this, and then I'm going to have at least 2 other maps of like a medium and then a hard map. And then so that'll be just basically scarier jumps, more spots that you can die to lose the round like that, tighter jumps. The actual red square that'll be moving will be the same speed. It'll just be the difficulty of the jumps is what's going to be changing. So yeah, since this is the beginner one, this is why I'm putting in kind of like a bit of a tutorial section here at the start, and then I'll start to do some other weird, fun stuff later on. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay, all right. So crates are also very easy. Okay, wait, hold on. So for the grappler, it'd be a little hard, but as long as you get the velocity right, you should be able to do it, and the border should be easy. I wasn't planning on putting in the grapple hook in here. I was just going to leave that out because I was thinking about it, but I don't know. Maybe what we could do is we could just have certain. Well, I guess yeah, because that's how that works in the games. If only certain spots are grappleable. So I don't know. I feel like we could toy around with that a little bit, and if we could get that to work. Okay, let me go ahead and actually make a. No, that's not it. How do I get the text? This shows you how outdated I am in building here. Is it? Where is it? Let's just do this. Oh, why is the keyboard way up here? Text. There we go. I don't know where I was supposed to find that, but it was there. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get this. Let's see if I can figure out how to change this. Yeah. Okay. There we go. That's right. This here. This freaking keyboard. My goodness. If you could be somewhere that isn't the worst, it literally is always showing up right in front of my face like that. Hold on, let me let me do that. Oh, what? Well, now it's down there. Okay, all right, whatever. So, all right. So random ideas that we can, maybe implement in the future would be grapple ? And then we're going to want items. Yeah, that's how you spell that. Items. We're going to want the coin system. Yeah, and then there's the other stuff of like the spikes and whatnot, but that's all pretty self-explanatory. These are just kind of the things that I want to make sure I don't forget that we can add in, that we need to be considering as we're building the template here. Another thing that we could do is we could have the maps. We could have like a set of maps that don't use the grapple, and we could have a set of maps that use the grapple. That would also be good, because then we could have. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay. All right. Alright, so you can alright, so check if player's finger is pointing at the object, the certain tag, and if it's possible, unlock the grappler. Basic grapple detector, what probably can't. So if it's pointing to an object, but you could replace it with a laser. Hey, Ed Burns, how's it going? So yeah, there's definitely some ways, because I've seen some people do like a grappling hook in the past. But I don't know. I have no idea how to make it. So we could do some experimenting on with that, but I think at least for today, we'll leave it as is. We'll maybe leave some sections open for a grappable spot. Because the main thing is I don't want it to be, I want this game to be, I'm assuming this will just, yeah, okay. This is a little checklist. I want the game to be simple enough that people who have never played before can come in and not feel overwhelmed. Because the way that everything is right now, I think it makes, it makes, I think, perfect sense to anyone that comes in. They're just like, oh, yeah, I'll obviously have, like, instructions before you enter the actual game. It'll be like, hey, look out for this. This is how this works. This is how this works. These are the rules. And so people will be like, okay, just run away from box. We're from the red scary box. We can do that. And so, like, that's super easy. So the concept of just run, people can understand. And then if we were to add items, it would definitely be confusing for people at first, but I think that would be really cool. So that I definitely want to do, but the grapple I feel like just adds that extra element of where it's just like, I feel like it's just a little bit too much going on, but I don't know, maybe, I think what would be best is we do some maps with no grapple and then other maps that like focus around the grapple if we do end up implementing it. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, okay. All right. So for now, I think we'll go without the grapple, but later on for some of the other maps, maybe we will. So for items, I think items we shouldn't really worry about right now. But I think basically just an item that would be like a speed boost might be cool. Something like maybe you could actually get crates and then you could like put them down somewhere, and then if other players were to run into them, it would destroy the crate and then slow them down for a bit. And then there's some other items from the game that we might be able to bring in. But I think for now we'll just go ahead and we will keep building the rest of this. You got better are the crossbow by pointing. You got better are the crossbow by pointing. If you're referring to my improperly thing, yes, fair. I mean, yeah, that is the highest point. That is the highest form of damage. I mean, as concluded. But if that's not what you're referring to, I'm so confused. All the coins you can make action work trigger that gets the player to add 1 room currency and add a chip. Yeah. I know the coins will be pretty easy. But like I said, a lot of this, at least today, is just going to be template. But yeah, I think the coins will be the easiest of the things. Because I'll make it, and then I'll have it, and it'll spin and like bob up and down. And then yeah, if you touch it, then this, what you said, it'll then add that 1 currency, and then it'll also disappear as well. So then that way, if you loop around the map again, they'll stay disappeared. But and then each new round, I want them to then reappear again. So yeah, it'll be a little bit of stuff there, but not. I think that'll be the easiest of all of them. But let's go ahead and let's do some actual more template designing here. How wide is this feeling? Because now I want to go up more, and I need to have a climbing. Oh yeah, I need to set this for climbable here. So I think if we just go ahead and, or wait, let's just do this. I do things in a weird way, right? You're just gonna have to forgive me. Let's just clone that so then it's the same size that direction, and then do that. I'm assuming we can't have just one thing in an object be climbable, so we'll do that, and then we'll configure is climbable. There we go. Alright, so now, yeah, okay, and then let's just make that a different color so it's set apart so we know later on what it's supposed to be. Recolor, swatches. Let's make a new one here. Let's have our climbables be blue. Why not? Save as new, and then alright. So yeah, so basically, reds will be the elimination points, grays will be spikes. Those are the coins, and then blue will be the climbables. Perfect. Alright, let me then go ahead and move one of the coins over. And I was thinking about like adding like the boost from where's clone? There's clone. Adding like the boosts. Okay, fine then. I didn't want to move you anyways. From Stunt Runner, but I think it's just it makes you too fast. And there's no way that at least I could find to configure the rules of like how long it lasts, how much of a speed boost it gives you. So I'm just gonna go without them, and then maybe we'll have one of the items that you can get be a speed boost. And then one of the other ones that you can get will be like a jump boost, and then like you can either jump again in midair or you can have like an extra high jump. Yeah, I think there's some cool stuff that we can do with the items. Okay, that should be low enough that you can grab that by going in between. Oh, well, if you miss the jump, then no, you can't. Yeah, you got that, That's easy. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, so next section here, we should also make a list of all the different item ideas that we have. Okay, you might hop on and make prototypes for circuits. You can use triggers, delays, and rolls for that. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just gonna focus on template right now, and then I'll worry about all the circuitry stuff that I don't understand later. All right, let's just go ahead, clone that, and then whoops, that there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, keyboard's freaking up here again. Okay, all right. So this will be our items, which we have. Basically, we'll have a jump boost. That's how you spell boost. We'll have a speed boost, and then crates, and then maybe we'll have some other stuff as well. Like, what if, like, maybe we could have like a like something a gub, yeah. We can have something like a gun, and then if you shoot players, then maybe that'll also slow them down. I think that might be cool. Here, let's add that to the actual list here. Gun if hit slowed. All right. Yeah, so then at least we have those ideas down. If we ever have more, we can throw them in there as well. Okay, so we need to design a part that will force players to climb to be able to learn that climbing mechanic. Because I'm also going to have all of the walls that are climbable, not slidable. And then I'll also have just sections of the wall that will be marked as non-slidable as well. So what I'll probably do for this one, we could just have a section in the middle that like goes up that's climbable. So then like you come here and then you climb it and then you got to go that way. And then if you don't climb it, you fall all the way down here. And then you'd have to like climb all the way up because we want it to be just about as we want it to be slower if you don't take the climbing path, basically. So we could just we could cover the floors in spikes then, because then that would just slow you down. And then we could just basically have from here on out be non-slidable. So like if you wanted to, and we could maybe make this a bit shorter as well. Let's see. Here, let's make this maybe that long. Because that way, if you're here, you jump over this, you come here. I mean, that's a pretty fast transition. So maybe a wee bit. Come on, I can make this jump. Yeah, there we go. Maybe a wee bit wider. Maybe around that big. Let's see how that works out. Let's see. Yoink. All right, yeah, that's better. So if you wanted to, then, like probably what a speed strat could be, would be jumping off of this wall first and then grabbing the climbable. If we make the rest of this wall non-slidable. Come on, let me up there. There we go. So the question is, what do we want to have the actual climbable thing be? Trying to think. Let's just do what I was thinking. And do we just want to have it be one? Because if we have 4 players, I also don't know if I mentioned this, but it'll be for 4 players. It'll be going at once. Well, up to 4 players, between 2 to 4. Because if it's just one, I mean, by this point, everyone's pretty much still going to be in a line because there's no way to really get that much faster speed. So, I'm trying to just think, would just one in the middle be good? I think so, yeah. Or we could just have the walls be climbable. Or just have a section on the wall be climbable. What if we mirrored it? What if we had a section in the middle and sections on the walls that are climbable? Maybe we can do that. All right, let's build the section in the middle first. So we're gonna have it be blue, and then here's what I'm thinking for the climbing part. Let's just do this. Alright, so we do that. Rotate. Maybe around that much. Oh, that's free movement. That's not what I want. The red arrow. There we go. Let's see if we can line this up. Actually, it might just be easier just to manipulate it, honestly. Alright, that's not... What if we... Well, that's too much. Try to make that seamless. There we go. That's pretty good. Sorry to see the line there. Alright, so if we then have that, and then we do something like so, how big is that? Okay, well, I'm over here now. Yoink. Oh, I'm way over here now. Why am I way over here? Attack. Fly, please. Alright. So, because this will be up and further out, I'm pretty sure. What's your Rec Room username? Same thing as YouTube. It's just the eman102. Can you join and mess your head up with the technical side of the Rec Room? Like I said, well, let's build template, and then later on, once we're actually more ready for the the tech side of things that I do not at all understand, we can start getting some help there. So if I'm trying to think, if we just do that, and then we'll have another section, horizontal section over there. If that's up and out more, you can then just run to that and climb that. Yeah, come on. There we go. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's take this, and then yoink you. Move this to then line up. That's pretty gosh darn good. And then let's do it like that. And then we can go ahead, select all of it, and move it up a bit and out a bit. And how centered is this? This needs to be to the left a bit. Oh, come on. Let's see. Maybe that's good. Nah, a little bit to the right. There you go. That looks pretty good. And then let's go ahead and select that and that. Merge those together. And now does that take these properties of being climbable? It should, right? No, it is not. I think it's because I selected that one first. Alright, let's see. So now, if you just come here, then you can grab this and climb this bad boy over. And then there'll be a platform to drop down to here. But I want it, how do I make it where you can't get on top, though? Because that would just break the whole system. Could just put an invisible wall right on top of it, just going up, so then you can't get on top. But I want to make it obvious as well that you can't. Alright, oh wait, I don't know what to do. I know what to do. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, well, first let's make the decision of, do we just want to have the one in the middle, or want to have it on sides as well? Let's do it on the sides as well. Let's do that. So let's go ahead. Oh, what just happened? What did I just do? Dak? Why did it move me down? Alright, whatever. Let's move this sucker back to this wall. It's good enough. And then this guy back to here. Oh. Like so. Was this actually properly lined up? I think that is. I think it can actually maybe come out one more. There we go. Okay. So we've got that, and then we'll go ahead. Idiot. Take this jacker. Clone him over. Take this jacker. Clone him over. Then we don't need it being that long. Yoink. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Okay. And then we just need this to be as long as... probably to right about there. You know, it probably would have been better to just do... clone. Just do this and then just line this up on this side. Alright, let's see. That is hard to line up. Is that right? Wait, did I just get that on accident first try? I think I did. Okay, so wrong way. So we've got that, and then let's go ahead and then make that taller. Taller. I freaking should have done the height and then cloned it over. I'm so stupid. All right, whatever. It'll be fine for now. I just gotta keep reminding myself. It's just the template. It's just the template. We may need to make another color here. We can just have orange. It makes it look too much like a playground. Let's just do like a dark green, and then it'll blend in with the other walls. For right now. So we need to actually separate these from the rest of them. Split shapes. Because now we can configure this to be non-slidable, right? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now it does not support wall run. So now, there we go. Perfect. Oh, there's no way for me to get back up here. Okay, so now okay, well, still got to fix that problem. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot what my solution was, and then I remembered what my solution was. We'll actually, I did the thing again, for whatever reason. We'll have the ceiling be right there. So let me go ahead. Do you want to have it be, trying to think, do I want it to be green or do I want it to be black like the rest of them? Because greens are indication right now of no wall slide, but it doesn't really hurt to have that bit wall slidable. And actually, I'm curious, would it be possible to, I don't think so. No, so I think we'll just have it black. But let's go ahead and trying to think what's the easiest way to do this. I think the easiest way is going to be to take this and what is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. All right, let's do that, and then we can select. Oh, come on. Split that, and then configure. Oh, I gotta select that. Now we can configure to be unclimbable. Actually, wall run's fine, but we do not want it to be climbable. Oh, it's already set to not climbable. Wait, is this set to climbable, right? It is. Okay, weird that one was already set to not. Alright, so now what we can do is we can come here and we can make this our normal black color. I should probably select recolor in order to do that, shouldn't I? And then let's just make this one tick smaller on each side, like so, and then we won't get the glitching. Alright, so then what we can do is this only needs to be as tall as that. So let us... I gotta remember where all these buttons are, my goodness. Alright, there's some way to make... Okay, it's just... I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I was gonna say, there's some way to make a perfect square, or simple square, I think is what it's called, but I don't have the selection to view all shapes for some reason. I don't know why. But I need to stop worrying about that kind of thing, because that's not what we're worrying about right now. We're not here to make it look pretty. Right now we're just here just to make the actual run. Manipulate, that's what I need. Alright, so if we want that to go on from there, take that to there. You're welcome. Alright. There is a much easier way to do this, but too late. Right, and then that is where our ceiling will be. Will be right there at the top of that. So then you can grab this, and then you can climb your way on over, and then from here you'll drop down. Okay. Alright, trying to learn probably one of the easiest circuits, the clamp. If someone asked you to help them make a room, you would reply something like, okay, how do I ruin it? Honestly, samesies, baggy, samesies. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead, edit this, and clone it. Yoink. Let's clone it. Do you want to have it there? Let's have it right there. And we can take this and then shorten the green non-slidable walls to here. I don't know why I'm being so picky about having everything lined up. That's not what we're here for right now. I guess the more we line up now, the more probably just recoloring we'll have to do later instead of more lineup. But I'll probably have to change a lot of these to be the perfect squares. If I can figure out how to do the perfect squares. Does that have... Where am I? I'm over here. Does that have something to do with like the room settings, like being in beta? Does that have something to do with it? These are so many things. My goodness. Okay, it's 7 screens, computer burning, cloud data, permission, game rule, indices, moderation. I don't think that's any of it. Maybe somewhere in the maker pen, maybe? Oh, sure, all settings. Yeah, I want that. I would really much prefer that, thank you. But I still can't see all shapes. Gosh darn it. Okay, alright. Create tool settings, no. Tube settings, no. Color settings, no. What is translation? Okay, rotate, scale, clone, snapping. General settings. Autofocus search. Focus search bar on button click and palette menu, no. Alright, so moving, smooth out tubes, no, that's not it, nope. Edit mode settings. Well, that's not helpful. Alright, how do I get it so that I can see all shapes? Because I would love to be building with the perfect cubes instead of the stupid cubes. Whatever, we'll have to redo a lot later then. But at least we can get the general ideas out right now. Okay, so that is where ceiling will be. Should probably make a way for me to get up this for now, so I can go back and forth easy. But I'm assuming this is not... Okay, so that's a bit of a problem. Because why come here and slowly climb if you can... Oh, that's right, I'm going to have spikes at the bottom. So that'll deter players, but if they do end up actually just deciding to jump, you can just jump straight to the wall. The heck? Okay, so I have to find some way to make this... I have to find some way to incentivize the player to climb this instead of jumping. Let me then actually go ahead and... clone this guy and bring him over to here, like so. Alright, so one of the things that we can do, we can raise this platform. So it'll take longer. I keep doing that, forgetting that I have to manually fly myself up here. So then if you do this, it's a longer climb, but still that's faster than... Oh, I can actually make that from there. But it's still faster than doing this, because you're not going to be hitting the floor at all. So what if I could raise the bottom of this so that you can't actually get to it from a jump. And then I could put a climbable thing here so that if people fell, or if they, the thing is, if somebody falls to that, I don't want them to have to come back here to then try again. I want them, if they fall, I want them to continue moving forward and just be able to get that. So what can I do to stop players just from jumping over? I could put some sort of barrier. I could put coins next to the wall to incentivize players to actually climb it. But none of those is a good solution. Huh. And if there are spikes on the ground, I mean, players can still just yoink themselves all the way over, so we could simply just have the climbing section longer so that you can't make the jump, but then I feel like that's too much climbing, because people, if they're bad at climbing, they're going to be climbing at this speed anyways. But if they're good, they can go faster. So how... Like that. Like, I feel like it's probably going to be like a second to 2 seconds slower than just jumping across right now. So we have to slow the person. If somebody tries to jump, we just have to slow them by about 3 seconds. So then it's going to be actually faster to climb if you're a fast climber. But I have no idea how to do that right now. How do I de-incentivize the player just from jumping? Hiya, hiya, hiya. Okay, I have no idea. What if we turned? What if the climbing section made a left? Or just straight up made a U-turn and then went back that way? That would be cool. And then, so then that way, if you were to jump, you would have to turn around. And then I turned around. But then you'd have to turn around right at where that pivot point is. And then you'd be first to land on the ground. You'd be forced to land on the ground. And then you'd have to walk on the spikes over to the other section. And then I feel like we still run into the same problem of making the climbing section too long then. We want it to be a brief climbing section just to introduce the player to the concept of climbing. We're trying to force them to climb. Because the only other climbing section is here, which they can easily get past and most players probably won't even use. Because the only reason it's there is just so that if you fall, you can climb yourself back up. But how does problem solve? How does problem solve? That's the real problem here. I don't know. What if we... What if we did something along the lines of moving this like there, so that way you can't jump it. Oh, that's actually really, really close. We should maybe raise it up just a little bit more. Around that will probably be good. I should really turn on flying so I don't have to grab my maker pen every time I want to fly. So yeah, so now that jump should not be possible. So now we can just have some slower method of having to get up there to reach that. Wait. I think I know. But that wouldn't really... Because I was thinking... What? I'm over here now. What I was thinking was we could have like a climbing section that went back this way and then down here, so then you'd have to come over here and then climb up and over. But if we did that, then why not just run here and then just climb it from there? I'll probably put some coins up there, and so that's gonna be one incentivizer. I'll put one on each side. We could have a box that comes out and then goes that way, at least part of the way down. So then that way, if you do fall, or you wouldn't be able to get onto the climbing part by jumping over. Because if you were here and then like you'd have to turn. All right, let's experiment around with that. I think that might be able to work. So let's see. Let's go ahead and first make the climbing bit. So let's clone this guy over. Welcome back, Mr. Liam. Trying to problem solve right now of how to force players to climb instead of just jumping across. Because you can't reach this anymore because I'd have it all the way down. But then players could just grab it, which is not what we want. Alright, then I'm just going to do this because I'm lazy. Okay. So we could do that. And then is that even? That's not even. It's got to go up one tick. One more. There we go. That looks to be even. All right, now, why am I worrying about this? This is not what we're here to worry about. All right, let's then take this guy, clone him, rotate, and we'll move him to be right there. We can just manipulate this. Is that right? I think that's one too far, but we're not going to worry about that. Okay. So then we do that. So now, if you fall, you're forced to climb that, which is still pretty fast, but I think it is slower. I can't quite make it. All right. So let's see. So we'll have a wall that comes out that blocks you from just jumping straight here, because that would be the fastest, which we don't want that to be the fastest. So you'd have to jump out here, go around the wall, and then you could grab this and then climb over. Or you could do the intended method of climb over like that, which I believe is faster, but I don't think it's fast enough. I don't know. Let's try building the actual blocking piece. Let's try that. Alright, let's just do that. And then we will we need this to be green, don't we? Oh, this doesn't need to be that high, because ceiling's right there. So if we had that, because, I mean, right now this is slidable, but if it wasn't, you'd have to jump around and then come over. Which, is that slow enough? I don't think so. Because if you get that jump just right, you could, yeah, you can, yeah, that's definitely, you can definitely still have that be faster. See, this is the hardest part about building, is that you need to make it idiot-proof, but also cheat-proof. You need to be able to accomplish both of those at the same time. Hey, Callum, how ramen? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Okay, first things first, let's go ahead and let's split that. Wait, shapes? It should have only been one, right? It's just that one, right? Looks to be. Okay, oops. Let's do all the wrong buttons. Select, right? Let's select these guys first, then that guy. So then if we merge them, now they should keep the properties of the other one that we have where they are not runnable. Okay, good. All right, then let's just real quick recolor. Oh, I didn't save the green. I think it was this green. All right. So, wait, hold on. I think I know what we can do. Let's delete that. And let's come here and get the wedge. And then let's go ahead and just start this right there. Do like show. So then this way it doesn't feel like when you walk here, it doesn't feel like all of a sudden it's just like bam, like all of a sudden there's this massive thing in the way. So this way we can still keep that openness, but then still make it hard, if not impossible, to get around to where you need to. Yeah. So then this way, yeah, and then you'd have to jump all the way around and then climb all the way up to do that. Okay, is this like a parkour map? So this is based off of the game Speedrunners, if you've ever heard of it. Speedrunners is like a 2D competitive platformer where you just basically try to survive as long as possible in a map as there's this red box chasing you. So the way this is going to work is there's going to be a red box that is chasing all 4 players. If it ever reaches up to you, you die, and it's going to get faster and faster as time goes on. You need to avoid the red. These are just collectibles that you can get. These will be spikes that'll slow you down. This is just a template, just so that we can make the map everything. Everything is going to look a lot nicer than this when we're done. Blue is stuff that's climbable, and green is stuff that is non-slidable for right now. So I am currently making the tutorial portion of the map, because this is the beginner map, to kind of teach players how's it going. So my current goal is to make it of, as you run through, you are forced to do the things to learn how to play the game. So even if you neglected to read the how to play before you started your first game, you would still be able to figure it out. And then I may also have some like text above each of the individual obstacles that'll say like jump, climb. that kind of thing. Like this, I may have a giant jump text above it, so then you jump over that. But this is idiot proof, so that as long as if you're walking, you'll still make it. But I probably will bring this in just a little bit, just in case. So these coins then are just like little incentive things that you can do, like some of the harder stuff to then collect, and then I'll either have a leaderboard or in-game currency that you can use those for. But they won't actually help you in the actual game. And then it's just best of 3. This will be a massive map that'll loop back on itself. So then it'll come back here to the start, and then you just do the same thing, and the red box will get faster and faster, and then just whoever survives the longest wins that round, and first person to win 3 rounds wins the game. That is basically what it is. So we have each of our teaching sections. We're gonna try and make some items later as well that you can use, like you can get an item for like a jump boost, speed boost, some items that you can use to slow down your opponents, stuff like that. Lost my train of thought. So we have pretty much made the section for each of the training things, to avoid the red, jump over the spikes. Spikes are dangerous. Like I said, this is all template. Everything will look much different when it's done. And then this is to try and teach the wall jump. Hopefully everyone that is doing this knows that there's a wall jump mechanic in Rec Room. And then this is here in case they fall. So now I'm trying to create a portion that will teach, or that will show the players that they need to climb in some sections, or that this kind of material will be the climbing section. So my current problem is I don't want it to be that you're forced to climb for too long, because I think this is about a good length. You get over here and that's good, and then you keep going, so it's not too much of a break from the fast pace. But I don't want to have it. But if it's, because right now at this length, you can almost make that, so I'm having to do something like this, where it'll force you to go around here, so you can't just jump straight to like here. So it's forced you to come here, and then you'd have to climb up from there, which will hopefully be slower than taking the main method. Because right now, if you were to do this, the fastest you could do is that, which is maybe just as fast. Let's see. And I feel like it might be just as fast, but first-time players are going to be disincentivized just to jump across, and experienced players won't probably. They may take this path just to experiment if it's faster, but hopefully they'll see that it's not really faster, if at all, and then they'll just stick to taking the main route here. That's unfortunate. Which theoretically, I'm over here now. Theoretically, what might just be fastest is actually, if you could throw yourself from that to that bit and then go over. We'll see. Eddie! Can you help? I think for right now, what I'm doing this time is I'm just creating the template, seeing how things going. But I will really appreciate some help for anyone that wants to. Provided you actually have some building experience. You can definitely help for when it comes to making things look nice, putting in the circuitry for all of the coins, the power-ups, and then just like decorating out the map. So what I'll probably do is I will make the template of the entire map, and then I'll decorate and change everything for a portion of it, and then anyone that wants to help me then redo the rest of the map to make it look good, and then do the circuitry at that point is more than welcome to help. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. But I am more than willing for people in the future to come and help me out, because especially if we do a couple different maps, that's a lot of work that I, would want to put in, but don't really want to put in. Alright, let's see. We gotta make this line up with this one. Wait, was this, that was just right there at the edge. Then why is that just how off-centered that is? I looked pretty center. But we can tell by lining that up. Oh, that is so both of them hang out a bit. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that just Oop. Yeah, it just shows how off-center that is. Oh, with that reflection, that looks horrible. But again, not gonna worry about that right now. All right, then let's just shimmy sham this stuff over. Select. Move. Yoink. That looks to be about center. Maybe a hair to the right. Maybe. Maybe that was too much. That was back too much. I think a hair over to the left. Alright, I think that's good. Okay. Edit this guy. And move. You know what we could go for? We could go for some music right about now. That looks pretty good. Good enough for now. Let's see. Command Egg, how's it going? Hey, G, what's up? Let's see. Room building going? Room building going. That's a sentence. But yes, we are building a room. Let me see. What's this? Is it just called a radio? Is that literally what it's called? God, this freaking keyboard every single time it pops up in the stupidest spot. Radio. Yeah, that is it. All right, let's get some tones. Should probably also turn on my music. There we go. Heck yeah! All right. How do I use this thing again? Oh yeah, there we go. Let's just have it set to shuffle. Why not? Let's get the bowling tunes going. Okay. So it's looking pretty even. So it should be good. So now we just need to create that. Oh, that's another one. Edit this guy. Select that guy and that guy and a move. Nope, that's not what I want. A clone. Let's see. Oh, it's gonna have to get this to stick amount out of the wall the same amount. Good enough. Okay, I'm over here again. Let me actually turn on flying here, so I don't have to keep pulling up my maker pen every time I want to fly. Settings. Can I do it from moderation? No. Game rules. Everyone. This thing can fly. There we go. Okay, get out of here. So now I can't fly through walls, right? No, I can't. All right, at least I can get over them. All right, so now if you try and do this, you can do that, but hopefully that'll be just about as slow as the proper route. So I think once we are actually decorating it, we'll have to do a bit more to make the middle more incentivizing looking and more obvious of like, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. You could also put like letters like you could put like climb right there as well, so then that could make it a little bit more obvious. I don't know. I think that'll be something that we'll have to tackle later on, is the making it obvious that that's what you're supposed to do. Okay. All right. You could do voice acting like in the Rec Room original. You don't know the name and building. That's a sentence. But yeah, voice acting is actually a lot of fun. I do it. I have to do it for quite a few of my videos. But yeah, I do enjoy it. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead, edit this guy down. Trim that up a bit. Is that too much? No, because then we can. Yeah, you can't reach that. All right, and then we can put coins right there. So let's go ahead and do that. Edit. Huzzah! Clone. Huzzah! All right. So then there'll be coin there and coin there. It is so off center. It's perfect. Okay. So then if you, gotta start it. I instinctively grab my maker pen again to fly. All right. So now if you climb it, and instead of throwing yourself off right away, if you take yourself all the way to the end, you can get the coin and then throw yourself out. Looks like a little worm. You got two eyeballs, and then got that. That's weird. Okay, all right. You don't know why, but you can think that you should add some random background noises, anything, burps, breathing, comments, anything. That'd be interesting. That'd be very, very interesting. Rom, I'm going to go now, so buy some Discord, put out when we can help. All right, sounds good. I will do so. I'll probably work on this some live stream, some not in live stream. So yeah, when I'm ready for help, I will let you guys know in the Discord. And if anyone is here who is not in my Discord and wants to help, it would be a perfect time to go join my Discord. You can find the link to do so in the description of the live stream. I keep grabbing the maker pen now. All right, let's give it a little test run. Huzzah! I'm a little noob who don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I think I wall slide. Uh-oh. That's a big jump. I forgot to jump, but we're good. Oh, those are spikes. Look out. Oh, and now we do that. Oh, I think I'm supposed to climb. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Yoink. Okay. One of the things that we can do is we can trim this with neon lighting, and that'll help pop it out a little bit more as well. I think that's what I'm going to do probably for a lot of stuff, is a lot of the main path that you're supposed to take will probably be highlighted by some sort of neon outline. Like these walls in the middle will probably have a neon outline. I'm thinking like the main color scheme for this one is going to be like the main color scheme of Speedrunner, which is black and like a neon blue, neon cyan, if you would. So I think that's probably what we'll have the main color scheme of this one be. Ah, ooh, almost failed. All right. Yeah, I definitely don't want to have too much climbing because it's a pace breaker, because you're sitting here, you're going super fast, you're running, jumping off his stuff, and all of a sudden if you have to climb for too much, it's just like really slows things down. And then you're back to full speed. I don't know. Now that I'm like doing that, I almost don't like it because it slows down the pacing too much. We'll have to see. We'll give it a little test run here as if we were actually doing it. Okay. Here we go! Off to the races! Gotta get the coin! Oh, got the coin! Oh, gotta get this coin! Oh, nailed it! Oh, over the spikes! Oh, we're gonna try and get this one. There we go. Got it. Nice. Now over here. Now we climb. And I'm failing at climbing, and that ruined everything. Let's try that again. I don't want to shorten the climbing bit though, because then it'd be way too fast just to absolutely skip it. I don't know. Doink. I also need I'm gonna put in a sound effect as well every time that you collect the coins. Yeah, it's such a pace breaker. Do we just not have climbing? Do we just scratch the entire climbing aspect of it? If we do include climbing, maybe we can just have it to be like some other stuff. Like maybe you can climb to get up to a secret passage that allows you to skip a section and like get a couple coins, or maybe you can climb to get up if you fall, like for example with that. I don't know, I feel like climbing just breaks the pacing too much, because I want it to keep it like a fast pace, like super high action, intense, just kind of feeling to it, and just slowing down to climb like that, I feel like just rips that all away. So I don't know. Climbing can have people in the back catch up. I mean, kind of, not really though, because it's just based off of how fast you can climb. So I mean, it's not like people who are in the back are gonna have anything that'll go faster. So not really. I don't know, man. I feel like we gotta scrap it. Because I don't think it's gonna work well. Because for sections like this, there's just so much that has to go on just to make it unviable just to do the other method, and it just makes this section so busy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like it. We're gonna scratch it. No climbing, at least not in sections like this. If it'll be climbing, it won't be a main feature of the section. So we'll just take out all that. So the question is then, what can we have this section be like? Because if we're not doing climbing, I don't think there is anything else that we really need to teach the player. I guess what we could do is we could actually have a hard section. So if we're going to be using climbing in aspects like this, where it's just to get up, or if it's in other weird, out of the ordinary places like that where it won't be main, we could have a hard section here that if you fail it, you then climb up. So like if what we could do is you could have it that you jump off a wall here, and then like you're supposed to jump off a wall there, but then if you miss it, because it'll be a hard jump, you'd fall to right there, and then you could just grab the wall and then climb up. We could do that. All right, let's experiment around with it a little bit. Let's go ahead. Select these guys, split it, and done, and then select you and you, merge, and that should keep the slidable. Yes, okay. So now we need to recolor swatches, black. There we go. Okay. So is this slidable as is? Yeah, that is. Okay. So I don't like, because one thing that I don't like about this section is how much it narrows it down. So let's go ahead and move it in closer to the edge. So let's do a bit of something like that. And then we can clone that over, line that back up. That was too far. Okay, good enough. Doesn't need perfect. All right, so that'll narrow it in a bit, and then we can actually have the chamber stay narrow like that. So now what we need to do, if we just delete that, and we have that come further down. Can you grab that from... Oh! Just immediately walked off the edge. Let's go. Alright, so if we come here and then you slide that... Okay, so you can actually grab that. Alright. So... it's not the hardest jump, but it is a bit difficult. Actually, I couldn't grab it there when I was actually trying. Yeah. What we could actually do is we could have it split into two paths here for a bit. We could have a bottom path and a top path. Maybe that's just too much. Because I feel like if you fail this jump, oh, I got up. If you fail this jump like this, and you don't immediately grab the wall and climb up, I feel like you're just losing so much time there. And since this is the easiest map, I don't want you to lose that much time by failing one jump. Because I feel like, if you get this, like, dang, that feels good. like that just feels really freaking smooth. I'm getting right up there like that. But if you fail, it's just like, oh, poopsies. And then you lose like a fair bit of time. We could have some items down here. Or just like have maybe like a row of items right there. So that way if you fall, you get an item. And then that could help. But we're gonna need to oh, I recolored all of those guys because I recolored all of that. Gosh darn it. What was actually the last thing I did? It was manipulate shape. What for? I don't know. Okay, alright, well we gotta come back to this. We gotta recolor a couple of these things. This guy to that. And then that guy to that. Alright, that should be everything. Because if we want to have items there, we're going to have to introduce the idea of items to players earlier on. So, like, if you start here, there's the coins up there, but maybe there can be an item down here. So that if you don't want to go for the coin, you can get the item and then vault up. Which that would also lose a little bit of time because you'd have to go down and then vault it. But I guess theoretically what you could do is you could get that and then you could wall jump. Ooh, that's some advanced tech right there. So that way you don't lose any time and you can still get the item. Grab the item like that and then wall jump up so you don't have to vault it. So we could do that, so then that way that's got some cool tech to it so that you can get it without slowing down. Or if you don't have the tech, you can grab it and then it'll slow you down a bit. All right, we need a marker for items. Let's go ahead and create. Let's just let's just have the placeholder be like a Mario Party or Mario Kart item box. Manipulate, yoink. Make it a bit smaller. Okay, and then let's make it a nice shade of. Buttons are hard. Slashes. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. What did I just change? Which one did I just do? Can I undo that? No, I can't. Oh, that's unfortunate. What did I just save over? What color is that? Oh, too late now. I don't remember. Was that just the gray? Because the only one I'm missing is the gray. Okay, whatever. Let's just come here to this. Let's have it be like a cornflower. Yeah, let's have it be a cornflower color. Sure, that makes sense. That sounds like a color. All right, then we're still editing that guy, so what we can do is we can come here, do that. And actually what we can do is we can go ahead and select these guys and merge them because they all need to be set as decoration. Which they're all set as decoration, so good. All right, so if we do that, so we can introduce. Hey, Dark, how's it going? Just a surprised E-Man of all people knows how to build. I do somewhat understand how to build, kind of. I'm not good at it, but I can kind of do it. And yeah, also to be fair, this is very simplistic. I'm not doing anything crazy right now. But yeah, so they come down here. They can get that item box. And then we could have another item box right here. I feel like here would be a really good spot for an item box. But I feel like that's just going to be too soon. Is this just too early to get an item box? Because then you have an item right out of the gate. I think it would be fine. Because the problem then would be is if we don't do it there and we instead do it here, that's just too back to back. You won't be able to really use that item by the time those items would show up if you do end up getting those. What if we split the difference and we do the items here? So that like as you jump across, you can snap it. Or we could just do it right here, just like in between. So that you don't do it as you're jumping or noob fail to jump. All right, I think I like that. Let's go ahead and edit dish, select dish, and then move it. I like to move it. Sorry. I have no idea why I said move it. That's why it popped in my head, but I don't know why. I haven't even thought of that song in ages. All right. That should be a roughly pretty good spot. Let's move them in a bit closer. Alright, so if we do something like that, That's not quite what I wanted. Alright. It should be roughly good. They look fairly center. Okay, so that way, it's not too right out of the bat, but nothing too crazy. Your brain hurts so much you're gonna leave? Alright, sounds good. Adios, Stark. Alright, so then you got this section, it's the basic intro, and then you do that. And that's, ooh, I wonder, so that way if you wanted to go for this coin, ooh, you might be able to get both. If that is where the item ends up being, and that's where the coin ends up being, you just might be able to get both. Snap that, and then also get the item. So then you got that, and then you can do that cool trick, and then you come over here, and yoink. Alright, so the question is that, are these item box, if we put item box over there, by where the climbing section is going to be, or the climbing section was, is that going to be too close? Because item, you get the item, and then you have like a split second to use it here, and then you're already here. So then if you fail that jump and you get another item, that doesn't really make up for it though if you already have the item. But I guess also, to be fair, these items here, there's only 4 players. The players that are probably going to be getting these are going to be the good players. They're going to be the fast ones, because they will be the ones that'll understand how to best optimize just running in a straight line, basically. As you start here, theoretically the best thing that you can do is wall jump off this, so then you're on the side, you can walk a straight line, and then you can walk that, get that. That'd theoretically be the most optimal way to do it, I think. So the ones that are getting that will probably be the ones that are good enough to probably make that jump, like what I just did. So yeah, the ones that will get those boxes, I think, are the ones that are the most likely to make the jump. So if we have the item boxes down there for the people that fall, they'll be the ones who probably didn't get these. So I think we're safe to do that. You're going to go play some Blade and Source? You go do that, Mr. Baggy. Well, that was unfortunate. Alright, let's see if we can actually make this jump. Because this is a tricky jump. It just feels so smooth if you get it, though. Right. Do we think it's too hard of a jump, though? Because if it's too hard, I don't know. I feel like somebody who's like bad. Yeah, because I don't know. Because if I was stupid little Timmy who didn't, understand how to best do this, I'd come in through here and then I would probably just jump like that and then try to grab it, which isn't going to make it. By jumping from an angle like that and then grabbing it. It's just a little bit too high. So I want it to be easy enough that stupid little Timmy just running a straight line at this wall can still get it. And then the advanced players who know what's going to be best is sliding onto the wall earlier will also get it. Alright, so that way if you fail this jump, I'll load a little bit, just a little bit. So then that way, if you fail the jump, you will have it won't be the hardest to get this jump, and if you fail it, you'll be bad that you'll need the item. All right, so let's go ahead and maybe move this down like that much. I'm gonna say, is that too much? That might have been too much, because now if I come in it like this, I don't know. Maybe just raise it up just a hair. Yeah, because I feel like that's too easy. Because right now you can literally just face plant that wall and you're almost guaranteed to get that. So let's just raise it up a bit. We're just going to have to do a lot of experimentation here just to see what a good height's going to be. Alright, got that. So let's just try stupid Timmy face planting it. Oh, that can also grab that. So even if I'm coming from the middle here and I wait all the way for there, okay, so that I'm not grabbing it. But if I'm just close enough, I'm still gonna get it. Alright, let's raise it just a bit more. Oops. It's not quite what I wanted to do. Alright, maybe that'll be enough. Alright, well that was a horrible jump. I think even stupid little Timmy can do a better jump than that. Okay. I feel like it's the same height that I had it at before when we started this. Because yeah, that's pretty much right at the height of where it's not Stupid little Timmy can't get it from straight on. You can still get it from that. Okay, so yeah, then we're back at the same height. So let's just go ahead and that much. Just a bit, just a wee bit. So now let's try stupid little Timmy. All right, stupid little Timmy can grab it, but that looked pretty much right on the edge of what I could do. No, I could still grab it from there. Because yeah, you've got plenty of room if you slide from the start. But if you slide, okay, dude, this is so hard to try and balance. All right, let's just try and do it like that much, just that tiny little bit. Try and raise it just a little bit. All right, that was still doable. We just run it straight like that. Okay, I think that might be the perfect height. Because this way, if we're coming from down here, then you just kind of run here. Yeah, you're going to miss that. So yeah, I feel like if you're just straight lining it, and you're just not thinking about what you're doing, you're just like, oh, hey, I'm stupid, I've never played this game before, I'm just going to run here and jump that. Oh, well, I actually ended up getting it. And you just, and I think that's, words are hard. I feel like that's right there at that perfect spot where you have to put in just enough amount of effort to be able to get that jump. But again, the thing that I'm afraid of is that if you fail this jump, it's just going to cost you trying to fail, and I made it. If you fail this jump, it's just going to cost you too much time. That's what I'm worried about. Because if you grab that wall right away and you clamber up, you'll be fine. But if you don't necessarily understand that you can grab that wall and you miss it, and once again, I freaking made it. You don't understand, and you do that, and then you fall down, and then you take a second, look up, and then you're like, oh, okay, and then you climb, getting the item as you do so. We could put a bit of a safety net. There's no reason for this to be this deep, I guess. I mean, the only reason is just so that, the only reason we had this deep was just so that you could make the jump and climb it. But we don't actually need it to be that deep. So what if we go ahead and just clone that over. Wait, no. Let's do a ramp. So over here, let's see, shapes, wedge, swatches, that one, okay. Then let's put this back corner back there, and then we can do something like that. Actually, that's way too high. What am I doing? So we then raise it up like that much. And then we could have this ramp extend all the way over to here. Like that. Okay, yeah. And so, okay, so this looks a lot less more intimidating. And then this way, if you fall, you can actually just straight vault that. You don't actually need to climb it. Do we want it to just be vaultable? Or do we want you to force them to climb? Okay, so fail to jump. You're right here. I mean, climbing would be faster, wouldn't it? So, I mean, we can have the climbing option there. Oh, I got a green shell. Let's go. Dude, I'm obsessed with this jump now. It feels so freaking smooth. It's just like, see, and this is like the essence that I was trying to capture when I had the idea for this room. Is I want you to be able to just feel that like non-stop, just fast pace. Here we go, heck yeah! That I feel so cool right now. Like that's what I want to vibe, which is why I took out the climbing section, because it got rid of that. 'Cause yeah, that just feels so smooth. So the question is because when you fall on a stunt like that, that's going to take away that smooth feeling. If we come here and we fail the jump, that takes away that smooth feeling, which is good in a way to punish the player for playing badly, and that encourages them to continue playing well because of just how fluid everything feels. But if we don't want to punish them too much, or where they're just like, if they're not good enough to be able to do a lot of the jumps, they're just going to be discouraged to be just like, there's no flow to this. So what's the balance that we can maintain here to help, if you succeed the jump, keep that flow, but if you fail the jump, still have a fair amount of flow as well. I don't know, but do we think that this is good for now? Or if you fail this, just you gotta climb it? Or do we want to make it? Alright, let's try lowering this a little bit more. That makes the jump look a little bit more intimidating, but this way, if you fail it, it's not quite vaultable. So can you get back up to here from here? Yeah. Oh, you can. Nice. So I mean, like, if you do that, if you don't jump, also I'm gonna shorten that wall a bit. But yeah, if you come here, you fill that, you can't just jump up, so you'll have to climb. But then we can put 2 more mystery boxes right there and right there, because we want to have it be that if you fail, you'll be landing, well, if you fail, you'll be landing right here from that side, but if you then jump from this side and you fail, you'll land right here. Alright, so that's where we want the items to be. Alright, well, I think we'll just go ahead and stick with the idea that we had for now. But then we may change it later. We'll have to see. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead. I think right about there would be good. Maybe closer to the wall. And then we can just clone this to be right about there. Should be roughly even. Yeah, looks pretty good. So this way, fail the jump. Bring, there goes the thing, climb up. Go from this side, get it, climb up. Alright, so yeah, so I think that way, if you fail the jump, it's basically automatic item. And if you want to fail the jump to get the item, you can, and that way you're prepared to climb, but that's still going to lose you speed over doing it the intended way there. Yeah. I think that's good. I think we can keep that. However, I do want to delete this, and then I want to shorten that up a bit so it's a tighter jump. You can't slide on that wall as long. And I suppose I can also make it, what I could do instead is I can shorten this edge, and then maybe fatten that back out a bit. Let's try that. Wrong way. Is that a good height? Do I like it? I think that's good. The main thing is I don't think it's not as obvious that that's a path that you could go, though. Now it almost looks like you should go that way. So let's go ahead, let's fatten this back out, because extending it that way isn't making it any easier for any of the players. And then also if we have that outlined with neon, and then there can be some like arrows, like diagonal arrows or something that's pointing right there as well that you can do. Alright, then yeah, I think that'll be good. Okay, so an idea is that we could thin the hallway here and have the new edge of the wall be here. So essentially scrooge all that in. Also, I need to go ahead and make that climbing wall. Like so. Good enough. Alright. What I may do later is I won't have the entire wall be a climbable section. I'll only have climbable sections like from here to there. Right where you'll be climbing up. Dude, I can't get enough of that jump. I love it. I love it so much. It's beautiful. So that is the feeling that I want to keep instilling in the course. Is that fluidity. I want to do this here a couple of times to see that, like, even if I understand how I'm supposed to do it, how often I'm going to be failing this jump. Just, from a mistake, or if it's easy enough that it's hard to fail on once you know how to do it. Can you still do the extra height jump by jumping on the corner or on the edge of it at the edge of the wall? I'm just explaining this so horribly, but you used to be able to. Is that if you were sliding and you jumped now, so you kind of see how I jump but still keep that way. I think if you did that, you used to be able to get more upward height instead. But I think they did get rid of that. But now you can still get that height without being pushed away from the wall. Because if I jump here, I'm going way to the left. But if you jump on the edge, you get up with keeping a straight line like that. All right, so I think they fixed part of it, but not all of it. All right, so yeah, once you know how to do it, this is almost always consistent. But I think having the item boxes down there will incentivize some players to actually not do that jump, and then to actually do that, to grab that and then climb up. Okay, so so I want to, because we had those coins for the climbing section, but obviously they're not going to work there now. So the question is, you have a hot dog and Coke? I'm very jealous. I don't know, I kind of want to shorten the corridor. But also, if we have 4 players, and if all 4 players are still bunched up, I feel like that would just be too tight. I feel like it'd be good to keep... I don't know. What if we put a coin in the middle? No. Because I was going to say, what if you did the jump where you were getting that forward momentum? But no, because you're not really high enough up on that wall that would really make sense. Like if you could get like maybe up to like there, then maybe, but no. Because what I also wanted to do is I think that if you jump here, and then if the wall was right here, you could jump again and then get that height to get a coin. But I don't think so. Alright. So what we can do is we can actually delete those. Let's go ahead and clone this sucker over. Then what if we do make it just a little bit smaller? Let's try it. Oh, that's way over there. Let's just manipulate. Oh, didn't want to do that. Let's just make this shorter for right now so it's easier to work with. Alright, so we do that. And what if we go ahead and move it in like that much? Right? Let's try cloning on the other side and see what it looks like. It should be pretty even. So now, feel like it might actually be able, you might actually be able to thin it in a bit more. Because if you fail this jump, I said if you fail this jump, then you're right here. I feel like this item box, they're just too close to the wall now. All right, let's try moving them in a bit here and seeing if you still obtain them if you fail the jump. Alright, well that was horrible. If I fail the jump at a a somewhat decent human being level, yeah, you're still getting that. Okay, so you can still get that, and then we can narrow down the corridor just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Alright, I want to continue having the player go upwards. Because I want to create a sense, because right now, like with all of this, it just feels you can see where the bottom is, right? Because like the bottom just stays consistent through the lower parts. So I want to make it where it feels like you're actually in an ever-changing corridor and not just like you're running in a straight line down a hallway, because that's kind of what it's feeling like right now. So I want it to keep up here and maybe continue actually going higher. I feel like we can leave this for now, because basically since this is the tutorial portion. Hey Splash, how's it going? Oh wait, thank you, appreciate the congrats. What happened to the climbing part? Got rid of it. Broke up the flow, broke up the fluidity of it all. So we changed it out. So yeah, because we can so this hallway feeling portion is basically the tutorial, which I feel like is good because it creates a place of simplicity that people feel like they can understand what's going on, right? You come here, you get the item boxes, you understand what's happening, you come here, you fail this jump, you still understand what's happening, and then basically the floor never stays the same again. And I feel like at that point that would be good. But maybe I'm just saying that just to encourage, just to try and feel better about myself. I don't know. All right, so I think that's good. I think we've taught everything that the player needs to know. Even if they don't use either of the climbing sections, they should understand roughly what they're there for. We've taught them about item boxes. We decided we're not going to have a grapple in this map. If we can get a grapple to work. They understand wall sliding. They understand to jump over gaps such as so. Let me actually go ahead and change this out to be just a little bit more that way. Because I want players to, when they jump or fail to jump over this, I want them to see that there's this down there. But like have basically no chance of falling into it, because I don't want people getting out this early. So if they're here, even if like they stop their momentum for a second in midair, you can still get that as long as you jump. If you fail to jump and fail to hold forward on the stick, you can still get it apparently. Don't jump and up. I don't know. I dipped my toes into it. Okay, all right, but you got that, and even if you jump over it, you still see it at the bottom. So I think that'll be fine. So then probably the next section we'll have another thing like this just to reiterate that avoid the red. So yeah, so then you got this, and then you got the spikes. So we should also probably reinforce the spikes as well here shortly, and actually have a section to do with spikes other than just jumping over them. Alright, so then you get here. Oh yeah, we need to get rid of these coins. Was there some way, because now that we moved the walls in a bit, is there any way to do this and then jump off of that and get it? No, not really. There's no way that you could get enough height that you could just grab it just from jumping. So let's just go ahead and get rid of these suckers. Alright, so next section. We can continue moving up. So let's go ahead and just raise this up a fair bit. Then let's do this just so we have a baseline kind of floor here to work with. And then we can extend these guys back out. Okay. So I don't really want it to go down again. I don't want it to dip down for a hot second. So what if we Okay, hold on. Let's see. So what if... I mean, this is just going to look super blocky. But I don't know, we can toy around with it some. So we could do that, and then we could just do like something like that. So that way there's at least some diversity. Can you okay, I think that needs to be a little bit higher. But my thought is that if you do this, no, because there's no smooth way to make that jump and then still get on the wall there to wall slide over. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Okay. Alright, what if we... Let's see. Okay, alright, hold on, let me catch up here. You're gonna send in Discord the new monitor you got? Nice. Hey, have to head out this evening, so hope you have a great rest of your stream. Can't wait to see the finished room when it's all done. This is gonna take, like, a couple months, but appreciate it, G. Thank you. And, enjoy your evening. Alright, so, let's see. What does do? So I want to have, okay, so I think now would be a good time to have another one of those red pits that if you fall into, you're out. However, like I said earlier, I don't want to have it dipping down right now. So what if we did spikes? So what could we do for spikes? Trying to think. I have some basic ideas, but nothing I think that would like really flow that well, or nothing that would really... It wouldn't stand out as like, oh, that's cool. I'd be just like, oh, hey, I'm supposed to run and jump. So I don't know how to avoid just that run and jump feeling, and actually have it be like a cool obstacle course type thing. Is that golden trophy music that's playing right now? So we've had quite a few wall slide sections. I guess that's kind of like the main premise of everything here. All right, what if we turned? We could do that. We could have a turn. All right, so I think that'll help break things up a little bit, help break it up from that hallway feeling as well. So then we don't have to. So that way we can go down sooner without it keeping that hallway vibe. All right, so let's try it. See if we can make the turn here. So what if we do that? So that would put people who are on this side at an advantage. That's one thing I don't think I can get around, is like depending on where you spawn, you are going to have a slight advantage, just like in Stun Runner. But I don't think I can really get around that. Alright, so what I'm thinking here is we go ahead, create a wedge. No, I need it facing this way. Yeah, this way. Alright. We don't really need the ceiling this tall right now, I guess. But then what we can do is we can just take this, just make it a thick boy. Like so. Alright, so now come here, make that jump, and now you're over here. Alright. Actually, no, that's going to put people on this side at an advantage because you're jumping off of the middle wall. I forgot. Yeah, okay, well, failed that jump. Alright, so I guess this isn't like the easiest. I guess I have failed it a couple of times, but I've actually been trying. Alright, so yeah, that just put that person, or whoever, I guess ideally you're going to want to make your side. If you are familiar with the map, you know that you're going to want to make your way over to this side. It's unfortunate that it's going to have that little bit of unfairness to it, but feel like it's not going to make that much of a difference. Got it. And I guess actually this middle part will actually even things out. I think that's a big thing, that even if you spawn on the other side, if you know what you're doing, you can still have it be just as fast. Because if I were to spawn over here and I'm running over here, get this, cha-ching. And then because you're using the wall jumps to go back and forth, left and right, you aren't actually losing that forward momentum. Because, optimal line, the shortest path is going to be a straight line. But by using the wall jumps, I'm pretty sure you can keep that speed, that forward speed, while then just getting that diagonal as well. Maybe I'm crazy, but I believe if you do it this, you could get that coin, still get that coin, and then you're over here, get that. I guess actually it'd actually be better to go off of that. Go off of this guy. Because then you can jump there, and then be closer over here. Yeah, so I think it actually works out pretty well. I think that's fine. The question is, do we want to have this turn be sooner? Do we want it to be tighter? Do we want anything to happen to it? Why did my chat disappear? Yoink. There we go. Lime, how's it going? You've had your Quest 2 for about a month and you love it. Dude, Quest 2 is pretty freaking cool, not gonna lie. Stunt Runner sequel. I'm basing it off of the game Speedrunners. I'm trying to make a adaptation of that, if you are familiar with that game. If not, you can look up a real quick video and it's very simple. You can understand it pretty quickly. But it's kind of like a cooler speedrunner, or stunt runner. So yeah, I'm thinking that a tighter turn would be good. So let's do that here. Yes, this is how I should be doing it. Alright, so then this way we can narrow down that corridor even more without it being super obvious. And then, do you think that's too tight? It might be too tight. Your duck is very tasty. Nice. Tasty, tasty duck. Let's see. Coming through here. Yoink. Yoink. Over here. I think it's fine. And if you come from this side. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright. Let's actually make the corridor here and see if it feels too small. Edit this. Let's go ahead, just clone it. And do that. Alright, so then we can just take this and clone it over here. Which, if we just go ahead and do that, we can seam it up real easy. Perfect. Yeah, it doesn't feel too tight. It makes this seem really big, but let's see. Let's try it out. Come over here. Let's go at it from this side. Yeah, that definitely feels a lot tighter, but I think that's fine. And now that it's tighter, I think that'll allow me to do some cooler tricks with the wall jumping. But then it's always easier to make it bigger. I think it's less noticeable to make the tunnel bigger than it is to make it smaller. So I think that'll be another good thing. Like, dude, I cannot get enough of that jump. Okay, so let's see. So once you round this corner, like, I want you to have a little bit of breathing time, so you're just not like slapped in the face with something as soon as you round the corner. I'm over here now. Oh, dang it. Because this way, you come around the corner. I feel like this could... Here, we'll set this to be the edge of where the next obstacle is going to be. So let's see. Does that give you enough time? Yoink. Here, and then, yeah, I think that's good. That's enough for just like, hey, you're on the corner. Oh, we're doing something. But nothing too crazy. Alright, so the question is, what do we want to do for the next obstacle? What if... I'm trying to think here. Right, I want to do like a wall jump thing right away. I want to incorporate the red pits and avoiding them, or the spikes, one of the two. I think something that we could do. Alright, let's try this, see how it feels. And then if it's no bueno, then it's no bueno. But I think the easiest way to do this is just to clone that. And then it's just, oh, whoops, that's not at all what I wanted to do. Alright, so we do that. Is that wide enough? I feel like we can maybe go a little bit wider there. Alright, so if we do that, and then let's go ahead, clone that over, and then recolor. Oh, let's set the recolor. Gray boy. So those would be spikes. So what I'm thinking is you jump over spikes, and then you immediately got to do something else. Or what if we did it that you jump over spikes, and then you gotta wall jump again? It feels like we're just doing so much wall jumping. That's the main problem is here on the basic map. I don't, or on the easy beginner map, I don't want things just to become too repetitive. I think that's what we're running, the problem we're running into here. Right. That's it. We're running tutorial, first time seeing stuff, right? Yeah, this makes sense. Hey, this is cool. This is like stunt runner. Oh, this is crazy. Come over here, yoink, yoink. Come over here, jump again, jump again. I don't know. I feel like the only way that I can really feel that is just by building it and then running through it. So let's just go ahead and build it. All right, let's go ahead. Just extend this corridor. Let's make this wider while we're. Where's the? There it is. Yoink. All right. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. We get another spike. That should be good. But we can make this spike shorter. Or, you know what, let's here, I know a way that we can change some stuff up. What we can do is we can have a big thing of spikes, and then we can have some platforms that you jump onto, because we haven't done that yet. I don't know how we haven't done that yet, but we haven't done that yet. And then we can make these walls non-slidable. Which I guess, yeah, we haven't introduced that yet, so I guess this would still technically be part of the tutorial section then. Because, yeah, we haven't shown that things can be non-climbable. So let's just go ahead, clone that over, split. And does not support wall run. Oh, and then we got to recolor it to be the green. All right. It's gonna put me on top. No, it's gonna put me way over here. That's nice. Wait, way over here? Why am I way over here? What the heck? Okay. So we come through this. I feel like now that it's so narrow, though, people are immediately going to want to... It's much more tempting to try and slide on these walls then. So I mean, like... Because, like, even if they didn't read the how do I play this game before they started, if they didn't read that, I feel like they're just going to instinctively try and come here and slide on this wall, even if we have platforms to jump to. So, I feel like when we're doing the decor, we'll have to do something to these walls where they're just, like, not just a different color and have a different aesthetic. I think we'll have to do something that makes them visually look like they're non-slidable. Like if we have like divots cut into it, I think that'll be like, oh hey, that doesn't look as smooth as and slidable as the other ones. Probably can't slide on that. And then if they actually read the how do I play this before they did anything, then they would actually know. Okay, so if we do that, they come here. Ooh. So I mean, like, what you could do is you could come here and you could jump on the edge of this wall like that and get so much height. My goodness. I forgot that was a glitch that you could do. There's just something janky about, like, some walls that if you jump on it correctly, or you jump on the edge of it correctly, you can get so much height and distance. Like I can literally jump over that entire spike pit and then some. So what we can do to fix that is just go ahead and shorten this wall to the front of these spikes here. And same with this. And then take these and stretch them back over to there. Good enough. Eddie, welcome back. Okay. Okay, so then that way they can't, I mean, they can do that, but then they'll only be jumping to there. Which, I mean, you could do. That's kind of cool. If we have one platform to start right there. Okay, but if you're coming around this wall, then you jump here. Do you want to have one platform, two platform, 5 platforms, 6 ducks? Does that sound good? Six ducks? I like 6 ducks. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and get a cylinder. And I think the way that I'm going to want to make this is something like that. I think that's what I want my platforms to look like. Is that big enough that with this amount of speed you can land on that pretty easily? Because again, the whole idea here is to keep up fluidity. We want everything to feel fluid. You want people to feel like a boss as they're running through this. Alright, so if that's there, yeah, I feel like that's definitely plenty long enough. So if you decide to do the wall jump from that, you can land on it. But if you do this, because if you jump like at the late possible there, you're clipping your toe on that, which just doesn't feel super nice, and it looks a little too close. So let's move this guy back. Maybe right there. So let's see. Now if we do that, oh well, that was the glitch jump. If we don't glitch jump, you can still make that, but barely. Yeah, you just kind of clip that. Maybe we can move it back a little bit just so that, that's cool and you can do that. But then if you come here, that still feels super solid. Even if you jump late, you can still grab that. Okay, so yeah, let's try just moving it back a little bit so that you can do that wall jump and it still feels fluid as well. Alright, that might be too much, but let's see. So now if we come here, do that. That felt good. And if we jump as late as possible, oh, well, that's not very helpful. Maybe we can bring it down just a hair. Oh, well, I guess try it. There we go. Yeah, okay. Then yeah, let's just bring this down a hair then. probably that much. So now, even if you jump as late as possible, yeah, you don't clip your toes. All right. So now I think no matter how you do this, properly or improperly, I think that'll feel super smooth. Come around this, jump like this. That feels smooth. Gets right at the perfect height that you just straight up land on it. If you want to do a wall jump there, well, you can do that. But if you don't do it the glitched way, that's actually kind of hard to land on if you don't get the perfect jump. There you go. Yeah, you get some style points by doing that. What we could actually do is we could put a coin somewhere. So then if you do the wall jump, you get the coin. But I feel like if the only place that we can really put the coin would be like right here, because you're not really getting that much height, which you can just get if you just jump from there. So I don't think so. The way that we also will have the spikes set up is they'll be down a little bit, like a little bit lower than the floor, like maybe that much. So then it stands out a bit easier. But okay, so if you do that, but I don't know, that's not creating enough, there's not enough change happening here. So what if we actually stretched out this platform section for a little bit, right? And what if we had it go up and zigzag? Probably not at the same time. Well, maybe we can do it at the same time. All right. Yeah, let's experiment with some stuff here. Let's go ahead and do the walls first. Let's do that. Okay, so if we go ahead and we edit this. Okay, so what we could do is we could have a turn like right away, like right here. I don't know, would that feel good, having a turn right there? Come around, doing this, and then like immediately, like another I don't think so. I don't think not yet. Maybe we go up first and then we go over. All right. You know, I think we actually have to do the bottom, the spikes first. Oh, also, I didn't really think about this. If you fail this jump and you land into the spikes, I mean, you'll be at half speed. But getting up on that's honestly a little tricky. And then if you're at half speed, you may not be able to make the jumps. And then that'll like really throw everything off. So how do I make this? Also, something that we could do that might also look good is we just extend that down. That kind of helps. Just so it doesn't look so obvious that it's floating. Well, it's not floating, but at least it doesn't look like it. Yeah, so if you fall off, I don't know, how can you just like smoothly get back on and then still make the jumps at half speed? Because in order to get this to flow properly, I'm going to have the jumps spaced out, I think far enough that you wouldn't be able to hit that if you're under the influence of the spikes. So what if we had the spikes do a different effect? What if the spikes... they could teleport you back. So like if I were to touch these spikes, I teleport back here. If I were to touch these spikes, I teleport back here. But the problem with that is if you teleport behind the cube, there need to be some sort of detection system of like where the cube is, so that if you hit the spikes and if you were to teleport behind it, you would immediately get teleported off, or you could just do that and the hitbox of the box would be enough. But if it was also going super fast, then maybe the hitbox wouldn't be big enough, and it might be too big, then it would cause problems, especially on the turns. Erg. I don't know. Okay, how do we get around the spikes. How do we get around the spikes? Or how do we get around the spikes being a problem? I guess. I guess the spikes could just slow you down while you're standing on it and not give you like a debuff of slowness, basically. And instead it's just while you're touching them you go slower. And if we were to do that, we could have it that you go like even slower than half speed. Like you could go a quarter speed if you touch the spikes. Okay, I think that's how we can fix it. It's just, it won't be that spikes will hinder you. It'll just be as you're touching them. Yeah, because I wanna avoid respawning the player at any point. Because A, that just feels like Stunt Runner, and B, I think that just takes away the chase aspect of it. Of where like, if you fall, you want to be clambering to get back on because you're scared that the thing's gonna come for you. And if you're just respawning, I feel like it's gonna take away that pressure. So yeah. I don't know. I feel like the spikes are gonna have to be something different because they need to be walkable on, but you can't just have like walkable spikes. Like it's gonna have to be something different. Or they could just be like little spikes that don't actually that aren't solid, so then you're just walking through those. I don't know, but that's a problem that we can come to when we're decorating it. So let's see. Let's then go ahead and edit this guy. Switch over to this palette. And what if we... So we could do wedge, or we could just do a cube. Or we could do something even weirder and do like a sphere or something. I don't think that's gonna work. Is a square just the best way to do this? I think it is. Hello, Jay. How's it going? Oil? Why'd you say oil? Like two separate oil patches? Oh, the spikes could be like oil. Got it. I mean, that could work. Okay. Let's... I think square is going to be the best way to do this. So let's go ahead... do that, and then we can just rotate it up. Can't have it be too steep of an angle. Alright, and then maybe start it around there. Okay, so we do that. And then the Right, here's how my brain's going. This is what I'm thinking. Do this. Rotate this around to be about at a 45-degree angle. And then I need to oh wait, no, not that, world space. There we go. So then we can make that a bit of a steeper angle. Let's put that back on. And then we can move this over to there. and then manipulate that down. But then that's a problem. So we'll have to do it this way. Manipulate. Run, grab it. Come on. Get that. There we go. Okay. I feel like that's just maybe a bit too obvious, but let's see. Okay, so then if we do that, and then we clone this guy. All right. Seeing the incline gave you an idea. I don't know if it's possible, but make it so it'll go backwards. What do you mean make it so it'll go backwards? Please explain. My brain do not comprehend. My brain also hurts. But I think that's unrelated. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on. Yoink. Alright, so we could do... we're gonna have to use multiple pieces for this, but it's fine. Because this is just a template. Just need to keep reminding myself that. Come on now. Is that 2i? No, it's good enough. Okay. Then we can just have this piece go like that. Okay, alright. Compared to how a treadmill goes backwards, so do you have to stay to run on it? We could. Trying to think. No, I don't think that's gonna work all that well. Because it also gave me an idea, like, if another thing that we could do is basically you could just have different obstacles keep coming at you, and that keeps going faster and faster, and then the part that you get out stays the same. So then the pieces that are moving towards you, I mean, that's just a lot more work than just having that. Never mind. Okay, that's not at all applicable. But your idea, yeah, definitely I think it's a good idea, but I don't think it's quite going to be able to work out. So let's see, get a wedge. We need this to be right about there. Never mind, I'm crazy. This needs to be over there. Should roughly keep the corridor about the same size. And then I think we can just clone this guy. Oh, that's not right. I think we need to turn off world space here. Oh, no, it still does the same. Yeah, there's no way to clone it directly that way. Okay, yeah. Then I guess we can just do that and then just rotate this back around. Where is frickin' rotate? It's right there. Like that. Then move this. Do you remember you was here for a while, but congrats on 2K subs? I appreciate that, man, and I do in fact remember you. I remember your profile picture more than anything, but I do remember you. Alright, let's see. Gonna have to manipulate this a bit to get this to go the direction that we need it to. Oh, and also thank you on the congratulations. Appreciate that. Sorry, I forgot to say that. But thank you. Alright, so if we do that, then this can do this. And we get the straight corridor. Can we... Oh, come on, that's not what I wanted. Alright, cannot select this? Why is that not a... Why is this not a piece of that, right? Wait, hold on. That's part of, oh, because these need to be a part of this because these are non-climbable. That's why, or non-slidable. So we'll have to do that just afterwards. All right. No, come on, grab that. There we go. This is harder than it needs to be. This is just a template. Why am I working so hard on it? And if we just have it do that, it's fine. It's literally doesn't matter. Alright, let's bring that in a bit. Bring this down. Okay. Just take a first person perspective of this just to see how things are going. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's fine. I feel like this corridor is maybe a bit too long though. We might be able to, we can probably break it up with, we won't just do platforms like this that you're jumping from platform to platform. We could do some wall slides in there as well. And some other things. We'll just keeping the floor spikes. Huh? I'm over here now. What is this room for? It's not really for anything. I just wanted to make it and I had the idea for it. So here we are making it. So yeah, it's not really for anything. Your name is Too Long Holy? Oh, you're talking about Gamer VR. Got it. Where'd that radio go? That would, some more music might be nice. I hear it. Where? Oh, I found it. Let's bring you back up here. Let's just let's set you right there, because why not? All right. I don't know. Is the corridor too long? That is the question we need to answer. Because if we do that, and then we jump like from there, maybe there, and then we can wall jump, and land on another platform, and then jump there. I feel like it's just slightly too long. So let's go ahead and change it to be right around there. The radio's gonna fall. Alright. Shorten this back. Oh, that was like almost perfect. Alright. So it's gonna be tricky getting that to be flat, but don't have to worry about it too much right now. So I'm thinking what we can do is we can then have a multiple wall jump on the same wall, but because of how sharp of a turn it is, you can keep jumping, and then you'll be like almost a 180 turn here. And I think we can do that. You change your name from Gamer VR to Gamer VR. I think it was a great decision. It was a fantastic decision. This does not need to be perfect right now, but we'll just do that, and then we'll throw in this here with the wedge or the corner being down here. Oh wait, no, not like that, like this. Right? No. Shapes are confusing. What direction do I need this to be facing? That way would work. No, it wouldn't. Okay, the problem is, okay, hold on, let me just, I think the problem is here is that we're setting it to world space. Oh wait, no, let me, oh, okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, yeah, that'll work. I don't think I've ever used the surface creation. Alright, but yeah, if we do, that's not what we need. Can I? If I turn the maker pen, does that affect which way it's being made? No, it does not. This is too difficult. Screw that. We are just going to do this. And then we're going to rotate this to be the way that we need it to. Actually, hold on. I need to keep it flat though, so. It doesn't need to be perfect because it'll be covered up anyways. Where is it? Oh, it's like, it's not staying flat as I rotate it. Oh, I think it's because I didn't grab the axis. Okay, now grab the green axis. There we go. That's not right. It's doing the freaking thing again. Okay, my god. Okay, let's just freaking move it into place. This is too much work for something that doesn't even matter that much. Where's the... There it is. Alright. It's flat. Almost. It's flat almost. Come on. Can you detect that bump? You can detect that bump. Whatever, we'll fix it in post. It's not the correct termage right now, but it's fine. Okay. I think we can work with that. I think that'll work. So now, let's just go ahead and, depending on where I have this path, or have the course zigzag through, I may need to change some of these walls. It's because it's a bit of a thick boy. Let's have this guy. Clone him over there. It's weird to think that your subs aren't how many fans you have because some people aren't signed in. I know it's it is a little weird. So it's hard to grasp what the actual number may be of people that actually consistently watch my content. But I can get and there's also people who are subscribed who, you know, don't watch my content other than the one thing that they subscribed when they, or the one thing they saw and then subscribed to. Alright, let's go ahead. Will it let me... Oh, it's the other shape. Nope, that's the wrong button. Edit. Clone. Well, let me... Yes, it will let me do it this way. Cool. Alright, then let's do... something like that. And then we edit that guy. Said edit that guy. Oh, that was right. Do that. Rotate. Yoink. And do something like so. Then we can take this and shorten that maybe to like right there. Hey, there's the radio again. Oh, there goes the radio. Alright, so now what we need to do is we need to select all of these pieces that aren't... Alright, so I think it's just those three. So we just need to split those. And then we need to select that and that then. And merge those, right? So then none of these should be slidable, right? Right. Yeah, not slidable. Good. Right. This actually is a little obvious, but like I said, we'll fix it later. I'm actually doing all the decorating and whatnot. One night you saw that I was streaming but forgot to join, and then today you looked at your notification, you're streaming, so now you join. That's a series of events right there. Yeah, my streaming schedule is so whack. Now that it's summer, I was hoping to get something, you know, somewhat of a consistent schedule, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think I'll be able to ever have a consistent streaming schedule. Like, I'm playing a ka-ching noise in my head every single time I collect one of the coins. Just cha-ching, cha-ching. All right. So then if we jump, wall jump. All right. That might just be cool.
let's give it a shot of creation. So, see, this is the part that I like, the making the actual course part. Alright, so let's see. So we can maybe do that, rotate it a little bit, move it, so move it left a bit, and then we can raise it up a bit. Alright, is that a far enough jump? Yeah, that's good. Okay. These look like little footballs. Okay, alright, so if we do that, yoink. Ooh, I have an idea, I know what we can do. Big brain idea coming in. We're gonna hold on to your bucket hats. Let's see. Black, okay, so now, let's just go ahead and make a square, like so. Buttons are hard. Okay, rotate. Like that. And we move it like that. Alright. Does that work? Let's try it. Because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we go boink, boink, a wall jump, and then a boink right there. I think that would be pretty cool. Is it too hard for the easy course? I don't know. I think it's doable. But I feel like people should have a pretty good understanding of the wall jump now. Because at the very least, even if they didn't do it over there, they at the very least probably did it here and then here. And if someone is super new to the game and don't understand that wall jumping is a thing, hopefully they would have read the how to play, so then they could have seen that wall jumping was a thing. But even if not, I feel like the sections are obvious enough that it looks like you're supposed to wall jump, that even a new player may try to be like, can I jump on walls? Is that a thing I can do? Alright, so then yeah, if they come here, yoink. Yeah, the only thing I think is it's a little too close to the spikes. But I think that's fine. I think it should be good. Alright, so if we take this then, and then we where are buttons? There are buttons. Alright, let's then move you this way, this way, this way, and rotate, and then let's swap that off so then we can just go straight this way. I think it should maybe be like rotated that way a bit. Alright, let's try that. Let's see how that feels. You're going to try and do a 24-hour challenge in Rec Room and you still remember the stream of 100 golden trophy runs? Yeah, that was a doozy. But yeah, I've also wanted to do a 24-hour, like playing Rec Room straight for 24 hours. I think that would be fun. I wanted to do that for a while. Alright, so if you come through, well, don't step on those spikes, but... Alright, nope, this needs to be further up. That is everything. That's not what we want. Alright, you, sir, need to come this way. Alright, let's try that. I love this jump so much, I'm just going to keep doing it. Just because I can. Alright, so come here to that. Yoink, boink, boink. Wall jump, that is too high. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to... Oh, wait. Keep forgetting. I have to rotate this back a bit, just because of how steep this hill is. Okay, so then... So now we can lower it a little bit, and maybe go even a little bit more over that way. Alright, let's try that. Run, run, run. Yoink, yoink. Ooh, it's still a bit too hard to get. It's doable, but too hard. So let's see. Every time I try and select the entire thing. Oh, I accidentally selected the entire thing. Alright, let's see if we... Well, no, that's stupid, because now you can just jump from here to... You can't jump from here, there to there, but I feel like some players may just try that, though. But the wall jump at least works kind of well. I feel like it's just, this is a difficult spot to have a wall jump just because of how steep it is. Because you're not getting that height you need from the wall jump. So I don't know. Because having the wall jump on the right would just be really weird, and that would catch players off guard because they wouldn't be able to see it. So having it on the left side I think would definitely be the best. But it's just how can we get that to work smoothly with the next platform to land on. What if we didn't have a small platform? What if we had like a really big platform? Every single time. Alright, let's try rotating it to be like that. Can maybe go more that way. And then let's... Alright, so it's actually not quite even this way, so let's do that. Alright, so now... we can do something like that. Let's just try it. Let's see how it do. Okay, that definitely feels a lot better because now that you're not landing on that on a small little platform, it makes more sense. It feels more fluid. The wall jump looks more obvious. I think that works, and it's not that hard of a jump either. And I don't think players are going to be tempted to jump that. Because if you do, you're just going to hit the spikes for a little bit. So I think that would still be slower. Alright, so let's go ahead, manipulate this sucker. Have that come all the way down there. We can have it like end there. Is that too soon, too sudden? And I feel like it's not as obvious to jump on. Not to jump off of, that is. It's like when we do decoration, we'll have to make that wall look more obvious to jump on. What if we just do that though? I think that helps a little bit. So let's do that. Let's give it a shot. Magical bird, indeed. I don't know what the context of that statement was, but yes, magical bird. Alright, I think that works well. Okay, I like it. Okay, so now if we do the bunch of wall jumps in a row, I think that'll be good. Let's try from the start. Hello, Jay. Look, I got flying, and I didn't have to spend 1,000 tokens to get it. Okay, let's see. Do this. Gotta get the coin. Oh, I don't know if I got the coin or not. Okay, well that's just unfortunate. Do that. You jump. Yeah, jump. All right, cool. I wanna get the fancy wall jump though. The cool boy wall jump. Yoink. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Hold on. Let's try that again. Yeah, there we go. Got that extra style wall jump in there. Nice. I wonder if you get the glitched wall jump though, and you go flying. Nah, you land like right in between them. So if people go for the style one and they accidentally get the glitch, that may screw them over. But I think it's fine. Okay. Doink, doink. Alright. And it's also feeling very fluid, so I think that's good. I don't like how little of that is showing, though, from the bottom. So let's actually remember to hit edit at first. So let's raise that up a bit. I accidentally extended it this way, so. Alright. There you go. That looks a bit better. And once the spikes actually have detail, it'll probably be better. But yoink. Okay. Come here. Jump. 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 Yeah. All good. So now do that. Okay, so now what we can do, what all is this a part of? Oh, that's a part of that. Wait, no, it's not. Oh no, that's its own thing. Alright, let's go ahead and get all of that grouped up. Merge shapes. Alright, there we go. So now edit this. And then let's create more squares. Okay, so now what we need to do is I think this angle right here that's auto going to create is good. So if we do this, right? So we're there. Oh, that's backwards. I can't slide on that for some reason. Can I? And it's just late? No, I can't. I can like slide on the very corner of it for some reason. What is the properties of this? It supports wall run. What the heck? Oh, fine then. Maybe it's just because it's a weird size. Let's try making it taller, thicker, more that way. Actually, I do want it more that way. So let's try that. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't working, but okay. So for here, I'll jump. All right, now this needs to be closer. You can just manipulate here, more like that. And I feel like it needs to be at a better angle as well. I think something like that would be good. So now, let me go ahead and shorten that bit and that bit because we're not. So then if we clone and then rotate it about that much and then move it about that much, and then we come here and we clone that bit, and then we come here and we rotate it about that much, and then we move it about that. That's rotated too much. Let's try. Come here, wall jump. That doesn't flow very well. Right. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Here's my thought process. We need to get rid of the middle guy here. Right? We do that. I'm gonna change this to be only like to there. No. I'll have to fix that in decoration. The problem is it doesn't catch your wall slide right away. because it's like a built-in system to stop like spamming wall slides. All right, let's try something crazy here. Let's try something crazy. What if you get a half pipe, right? What if you get a half pipe? And what if you do that, do this, do something like so. Oh. No, the hitbox for it. Okay. That's so stupid. Why is there a hitbox here for it? This is obviously not the hitbox. I have successfully made a half sphere, or a half cylinder. This is not a half pipe. Fix your frickin' game. Okay. Now let me try doing something else over here, and I'll just bring it in. Okay, let's try doing the hair on my mouth. Alright, let's try creating our own little half pipe, basically. Alright, we'll just get a wall like that, and then we'll take it, we'll clone it, and then we can rotate it a certain amount of ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 6. 5. So then we just come here. We do something like that. I feel like we could have it curve sooner. I don't even know if this is gonna work at all, but we're gonna try it. All right, so let's try cloning that, rotating this 5 ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 4, 5. There we go. So now if we move this guy, getting the spacing the same here is going to be a bit tricky, but it looks to be roughly good. Okay, so the question is, oops. Okay, so yeah, you can smoothly wall slide around that. The only thing is that it's not nearly sharp enough of an angle, so we have to redo this, and then let's do 10, so a total of 15 ticks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I lost count. I think there was 9. That is the right one. Okay, right. That was probably more. But that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Stop worrying about it. Alright, so then let's just delete that. Clone this guy. Then try and rotate this 15. That might have been 16. I don't know. This isn't rocket science. This is just a... Let's try and get this to work if we can. Right. So how about that? That seems to work. Right. Let me go ahead and just manipulate each one of these down because they don't need to be nearly this big, so. Okay, so now, theoretically, if I just go ahead and I select all of this, It's not quite going to turn out to be even. I think the best way that we can do this is to make this easiest on ourselves. Is to just freehand rotate this until the back one here lines up with the last one. Alright, so I think that's even. So now we just need to go 15 ticks from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, so now maybe if we just try and space this out roughly the same, that should be fairly even, right? And it looks like I can keep a wall slide through all of that. It's a bit janky because like I'm turning into it and then like I'm facing it. But I think that might just work. Okay. So let's then go ahead and edit this so this all stays one piece and then select all of it. Clone. Oh, come on. Gosh darn it, I don't select it. Yoink. Clone. This way. So now we need to get this to line up again. Which that's honestly fairly close. It just needs to... Alright, yeah, so that right there is even. So now we just need to do 15 from here. Alright, let's see. Oh, my chat turned off again. Nice. Okay. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's just do one more just to make sure. Alright, so now take this. It's hard to see where the seam is for that one. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay, alright. Alright, something like that should be good. Okay, so now that's almost half pipe, right? Yeah, almost half pipe. I mean, it works. That works. You can slide all the way through it. I mean, it's a bit funky, especially if you don't turn your head. But I mean, hey, that feels really freaking cool. Alright, so now what we can do is let's manipulate this guy so it's not poking out. And then let's move this over to here. Flip it around. I think I may not even have to do this many. I could probably delete a couple of them. Like if I do that. Oh, I'm over here. Okay. So we come here, we run, we jump, we slide, we run. Alright. It's almost too steep. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Let's go ahead. I didn't want to do that other one. I'm going to keep that one. Let's delete that one. Okay. And then we can delete probably that one and that one. And then if we go ahead and we scale it up like so. How's that gonna run? Ooh, that's pretty good. I like that. I think that's good. So if we're here, run, jump that, slide this, and then land there. Alright, I think that works. It's not the smoothest thing. It does jitter a little bit, but I think it might just work. Let's try it from the beginning. Off to the races, he's running, he's getting the coin, oh, he's got the coin, he's going for the other coin, he's got the other coin, over the spikes, into the tricky part, he gets it, he gets the other coin, he comes over here, oh, he misses the jump, well, that's okay, he comes over here, he jumps over the spikes, oh, wall jump, oh, half pipe, oh, he nails it, alright, that's pretty cool, I like that, I think that feels very smooth. Dude, this is so fast-paced. I love it. I mean, this part right here, because it's all, you're not turning very much, you can see for a long ways in front of you. I definitely think it's not the most fast-paced, but I think it's a good tutorial section to teach them what's going on. Hey, Gabriel, how's it going? So yeah, like, I feel like this is good. It just kind of teaches you the basics of what you need. Get the coins, do whatever, get the items, come down here. And then you come here, and then it becomes a bit more fast-paced. Then you're here, and then you're turnpiping, and then more stuff can go on. All right, I like it. All right, let's just work on making this look not so stupid. It is just a template, but I still. Probably just tuck this all the way back in now, since everything's already lined up. Or we could just do that. That's probably what's going to be easier. Alright, fix that later, and then we could just send that all the way into there. So then it's... yeah, that jitteriness isn't the best. But if like the frickin' half pipe, when you actually have the hitbox of a half pipe, maybe we can make that work. But instead we're stuck here with the jittery wall. But I think it's still, especially if you're actually turning your head, you don't really notice it that much. But when you stay looking straight on, you can notice it. But still, it's not that prevalent. I think it's actually most prevalent when you're looking back at that. You see that jerk. So I think the main thing is... Oh, I just thought of a problem. Why do this when you can instead just jump this corner? So we have to... let me also, before I forget, let me merge this with that. Merge shapes. Okay. What we can do is we can just extend this wall this direction. So now making that jump would be not impossible, but if I put the platform further out, if you try and make that jump, you'll be slowed down for a bit before you can make it onto it. I don't know, we might be able to figure out a better system for this turn. Dude, I'm just having so much fun doing this. Alright, because I don't like that it's a blind turn, but we're not going to have anything like all of a sudden pop right in front of you right here. So I think you'll be fine. Alright, let's just do this section again, see if it works. Get the fancy jump in there. Oh, we got the glitched fancy jump, that's not good. Fancy jump. Alright. Let's try it without doing the half pipe. Hiya, 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 hiya. Yong. Yeah, because I feel like if you do that, I feel like you're landing right around there. Yeah, you're landing right here. So let's have... Yeah, let's try it again. See where I land. Yeah, it's about right at that edge. Yeah, so... I mean, that could be a speedrun strat. We could leave it in there intentionally. Instead of doing the wall, you just sneak around. I don't know. That does feel pretty fluid. Because I'm totally fine with leaving in little things like that you can get more speed for. As long as if it still keeps that fluidity feeling. Which, honestly, I feel like that's fine. Alright, let's try... What if, from here, we did a ramp down? Or, hear me out. So what if it... Wait, hold on. I think I know what we can do. And we can leave in this intentional strat. I guess with what I'm thinking, what would be faster would be then just to not slide all the way. Not start sliding from here, and to instead slide from there. But here's what I'm thinking. Hair. Alright. So we keep the spikes. Maybe bring this back a little bit more, as long as it doesn't cause in front with that. We're good. Alright, so then hold on, I gotta do. I can't speak and do at the same time. So what I'm thinking is that you will have this and you can wall slide on this, and then you have to jump like back and forth all the way down the slide the ramp, basically. I think that would be pretty cool. But I need to actually put it here in action and see if it is going to be cool. Because that way you would keep the slide going for a hot second. Alright, can fix that later. So let's see. We need to actually go ahead and this wall needs to become a slidable wall, and that wall as well. So I suppose what we could do here is let's go ahead and... Why am I stuck with the vision? Alright, let's manipulate this back down here. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I wanted. This is the one that I wanted. Relieve the corner open a little bit. Because that way, yeah, you can do that, and then that'll save you like maybe a fourth of a second compared to doing that. But yeah, it looks like that this ramp is steep enough that you can just slide all the way down. So actually, no, we do want to keep those like that. Okay, hold on, let me... edit this, clone this, yoink. Let's see if I can get a straight. Oh wait, that is straight, like that. Okay. So now, if I do that, can you keep slide all the way through? Yes, yes, you can. All right, so let's go ahead and now just test. If we go ahead and send this like all the way down into the floor, and then same with this guy. Oh, come on. Yoink. All right. So now, can I just straight slide that all the way down? Is it steep enough? Not quite. Okay, yeah. So you will have to keep jumping from each side, so good. Alright. Everything is going exactly to plan. Back from slaughtering NPCs, nice. Also played with a friend and got another S plus in Stunt Runner, because why not? Nice, nice. I mean, once this is done, you can be getting S plus in this. Because this is, you know, basically knockoff Stunt Runner. Alright, so let's go ahead. Well, I mean, I guess we can just say that Stunt Runner stole it from speedrunners. And then I'm just also stealing it from speedrunners. Which means I'm only kind of stealing it from Stunt Runner. There it is. Alright, this is not going to be that deep. Let's go ahead and do that. We can cut that off. And then we can just extendo that there. Alright, so if we do that, would that be far enough down? There needs to be a bit more so then they have reaction time. Alright, so if we do that, jump over. I feel like it still might be a little too soon as well. I almost just yanked out my cord. Okay, so yoink. I don't know. Do you think that's enough time? Like, if I had no idea what was coming around this corner, right? And I was just coming, and I was just playing, you know, just jumping, just doing what I thought the course wanted me to do. I don't know. I don't know at all. Let's see. Hey, Custom, how's it going? Doing pretty good. Making some good progress here. Just trying to decide if this is simple enough. Alright. What if we... Something that might help is if we do... Oopsies. Let's see. How does fix this problem? What have I done? Where's the thing on this side? There is nothing on that side. Oh, it's way over there. Alright, so we can do that. That fixes that enough. So then... We basically just start the down ramp sooner. Alright, that's all fine. It's good enough for now. Because this way, if you turn your head as you're sliding, you'll see the ramp sooner. And then that way you can have a sloppy jump and still be on the wall for longer before you hit the spikes. Can't you just use a quarter pipe for the bend? I tried to, but the quarter pipe... the half pipe, actually. The half pipe, there is a hitbox right here that goes straight across. So the hitbox isn't actually where the shape is for whatever stupid reason. And so, yeah, I had to do that. But it works good enough, and so it's fine. But so now the question is okay? Yeah, I think that's good. The problem is I feel like you're just gonna have too much height if you're going back and forth too much. But let's see. I think I'll finish this ramp and then I'm probably gonna call it. Take this, clone this over out to there. Yoink. Okay. Then hey, we got more golden trophy music. Should probably go pick up that radio again so we can actually have some, music that we can hear. All right. Alright, we need to go find that radio. I think it's in here. Oh, wait, no, it fell all the way down again, didn't it? Yeah, there it is. Oh. That's not quite what I wanted. Alright, there we go. Nope, come on. There we go. Yoink. Whee. Where am I? What is happening? Oh, I was over there. That's where I was. Oh, cool, that's there now. Alright, so let's see. So we go ahead, turn on beta shapes. How do I do that? Because I couldn't figure out how to do that because I wasn't seeing all the shapes here. How do I turn on beta shapes? Where would that be located? What does this button do? Your clipboard is empty. Oh, that's for copying. Oh, gotcha. This room? Ugh. Let's see. Hey, Bomb, how's it going? Allow creative tools beta content. There it is. Oh, I have not saved a hot second. It's a good thing that we're doing that. Okay, so now come here to this. There we go. So now we can see all the shapes. Nice. Okay, so now, do these now have different hitboxes? Whoops. Yoink. Oh, wait. No, they still have still really jank hitboxes. At least the quarter pipe does. Yeah, it literally comes out as a square from here to there. Dude, they need to frickin' fix their hitboxes. Their hitboxes have literally been broken since day one. It is actually ridiculous. Let's just check the half pipe as well. Yeah, same thing. Giant invisible hitbox. I am curious though. I want to try the actual just pipe. Does this have? Yep, it's the same thing. There's just a giant hitbox. So it's just a cylinder with a visual hole in it. That's literally all it is. That is so infuriating. But yeah, there's been problems with hitboxes since day one. And they have never fixed it. You thought the teleport bug was bad? No. Hitboxes bug. It has been ridiculous. Also, because I see Baggy is back, a couple other people that haven't seen things since the beginning. So I'm just going to go and walk this through real quick, just in case you guys were wondering actually what the heck we're doing. This is a stunt runner type thing. I'm basing it off of the game Speedrunners. And so basically you're getting chased by a box. If the box ever touches you, you're out. If you ever touch the red pits, you're out. And then whoever survives the longest, the box gets faster and faster. Whoever survives the longest wins that round, and they get a point. And then first person to 3 points, or first person to win 3 rounds wins the match. There are then coins. All this is just template. Everything is going to actually look pretty in the end. But those are coins. I'll have a leaderboard for like who can collect the most amount of coins. And I may get Rec Room Plus just so I can have the in-game currency. So, and then, which I'm assuming that's still Rec Room Plus selective or exclusive. But yeah, I'll have that, so then I can do that. So then you can like maybe purchase some like cool outfits or whatnot if you get enough of the points. And then there's item boxes, which will do different stuff where you can like use a speed boost, jump boost, stuff to slow down other players. And then there's like spikes and whatnot of where they may not be spikes, I may change them to something else. But basically, if you're stepping in it, you slow down. So yeah, that's basically what this is. This is what we have made so far. And so this section all right here is just kind of a tutorial. This just kind of shows the very basic stuff. You got coins that you can go for. You got the wall jump if you can. This is meant that even if you don't jump, you go over the pit, but you at least see the pit if you look down at all. So then you can at least get familiar with that. We then have item boxes here. And then, so yeah, a lot of the coins are just in places where it may cost you to slow down a little bit, and they're hard jumps, but then you can get it. This is what the spikes or whatever that's going to turn into. And you got this, you can go on, this is my idea board. So you can either go on the sides, or if you want to go risky for the coin, you can. The blues right now is our template for everything climbable. And then you got this section here, which is an amazing feeling jump. If you can nail that, it feels so good. Then you come here, and then it'll be a jump, and then this is where will be the spikes or whatever. And then you come here, and then you go around, and then this is where we left off, and this is what we're trying to work on right now. So then once we get to the bottom of this, we'll go ahead and call the stream. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's what this room is, and hopefully what things will. That's what the goal of everything will turn out to be in the end. So yeah, right now is just template and the creation of the core gameplay of it. And so I will need help with making things look pretty and with the circuits. So if you guys want to help, you can just shoot me a message on Discord. And if you've got experience with buildings or with circuits, I would be happy to have you join the team for this room. I'm thinking maybe 3 or 4 other people if they want to help out. I'd be more than happy to have that on a team. So if you want to, just go ahead and message me on Discord, and then probably in a couple of weeks, once I get most of the templates set out, I can then start asking you guys for help, and then you guys can go back through. All of us can go back through and then make things look pretty. So yeah, that is the spiel of what's happening. So now we need to make this work. So if we go ahead, take this down a bit, how long do you slide on that before you start going around? If you were to help, you would make it worse. Beg, you can be our playtester, right? you don't have to help build, but you can still help out by playtesting. Which playtesting is not going to be for a very long second, but yoink. Actually, at the end of this, anyone else that wants to join can actually go ahead and join, and you guys can just give the run a couple shots and see if you find it fun or not. All right, so you actually slide on that literally all the way down. I think that if I go ahead and extend this all the way down, I think you might just be able to stay on that wall. So we may have to do something where you can't do that. But the thing is, I don't want you to, because otherwise if you're jumping down or jumping left and right, you're just going to, yeah, you basically can. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, because if you just keep jumping back left and right, you're not going to be going down the ramp. So there's no point for that. So what if, instead, this wasn't a ramp to go down and then to be at the bottom, and then this would be the floor again? What if this was a ramp down where the goal was to stay up top, maybe with some tricky jumps? And then if you can do those tricky jumps, you can land on the platform that'll be up there. But if you can't get high enough, you'll land down here, and then you'll have to climb up. That's what we could do. We could do that. That might be fun. Do you need a circuiter? Yes, I do. I will need a lot of help with the circuitry, because I do not at all understand that. And there will be some, sorry, hair on my mouth. And there will be some complex stuff that I will need help with. So yeah, like I was just saying, just go ahead and just shoot me a message on Discord, and then in a couple of weeks when I'm ready to have people help with the actual beauty building process of it and the circuitry, then you guys can help. But first, I just want to get the actual core of the room set up. So yeah, but if you want help with it, yeah, just go and shoot me a message on Discord. All right, so I think what I just mentioned with this part, I think would be good. So I think we'll probably go ahead and call it here very shortly. I don't think I'm actually going to finish that section. Oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted. Drink. Edit. That's what I want. Clone. Yep. Okay. Let's move you over. And then we can put you like right there. And then we can have the platform be about right there maybe. Do something like that. Clone it. Manipulate it. There we go. And then yoink. Alright, something like so. So then we'll need to then make the actual jumping back and forth part actually interesting and not just a wall all the way down. But I think we'll do that. I think we'll do that next time. Or I will work on that next. I'll probably work on this a fair bit off stream, and then I'll stream it again maybe in a couple of days, and then I'll have some more progress done, so then we can see maybe some stuff after it's more fully built. Because I think honestly today was probably the most boring day of building, just because there's so little. But then once I put a little bit more effort into it, we'll have some pretty cool stuff. And then I can stream that. Yeah, just a solid wall all the way down. That's a lot of space, and you're not doing very much. I feel like there's some room for quite a bit of stuff there. Something that I think would be cool is we'll like raise the bottom of that up a bit, and then we'll bring that back to like maybe like right there. And then what I'll do is I will have two sections of non-slidable wall, and it'll be like a gap in between. So you have to switch the walls. Okay, well, first of all, not do that. But then you have to switch the walls like right there and go in between those two pieces to get back over to the other side. We could try something like that. But I don't know. That'll be experimentation for next time. Let me go ahead and save this room and then freeze everything just to make sure that nothing can happen. I guess if we save, we don't have to worry about it. And then I'll go ahead and open up this room with a meetup. So if anyone wants to come play test it, just because why not? There's not much here, but if you just want to say hi, or if you just want to just experience it for yourself, and get that edge on the other players when it actually gets released, whatever. If you just want to go and join, you can do so. And then I'll probably end the stream here in about 5-10 minutes. And hey, maybe we can even have a little race here if we get a couple of people in, and see how well it works as a competitive racetrack type thing. The spawn point is still way over there, but everybody should have flying, so. Alright, meetup. There it is, right there, 5TQEWUG3A. Anyone that wants to join, go ahead and do so. Is there a max amount of people you can have in a unpublished room? I don't know. But yeah, if you want to join, just want to try it out for a little bit, and then we will end things. Well, that sounded very dark. We will close the stream. Go and just pause it there if you need the meetup code. All right, let's give it one more playthrough. Ready? Beep, beep, beep. Run. I'm trying to think of also the most optimal paths. I'm pretty sure this is it. But then for here, because I guess it also depends on what location you would spawn in. Because if you spawn, you want to make a room, but it's so confusing to me because you're really bad at builder and you've been playing for 3 years. The maker pen is very confusing. You have to spend time and effort in trying to learn it. Make a second path next to the climbing wall. Ooh, we could. That might not be bad. Well, hi there.
Hey.
You want to give the course? You want to give the course a run through?
I got this. Okay, so gray is
Yeah, just basically,
spikes, right?
yeah, just avoid the gray basically.
Right, gotcha.
Pretend that it slows you down.
Okay, got you. Oh crap. Okay, I got this.
You got it. You got it. Look at him go! Look at him go! Oh, I don't think I got the coin. Oh, I got that coin though.
Oh, I suck at this.
It's kind of like the first time I'm playing Stunt Runner. It's gonna take some getting used to. Hi, Becky.
I made it.
Nice. How fluid did that feel? Did it feel like just very natural? Felt like you were just kind of cruising on through
Okay, hold on. Let me go back to the start. I saw so much.
it? Here, Baggy, you want to give the you want to give the course a run through?
I guess.
I was wondering whether or not I want to turn on bumping or not. I'm not sure if that would be good, because I kind of hate that in Stunt Runner, but.
I haven't seen the device like much. The only thing that's not really fluid about it, I think, is the start, because the way that there's like these cliffs, it's kind of hard to.
It makes you think that you're like you should
just-
wall jump, and then it just kind of throws off it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just it's kind of weird.
I guess
Like,
that's true. Yeah.
This should be a sloped area maybe, where there's like slopes going down,
Mm-hmm.
because it's kind of just it's a weird start because it's just a lot of open area and you feel like you should wall jump, but then you kind of mess up. Or
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Then let me go ahead and just throw.
I don't know.
Let me just like throw this down for now, and then next time I can then do some more experimentation with leaving ramps, to then see if it would help it flow better then. Because then this way you can also see the path that you're supposed to be walking down. And then I would do the same thing here as well. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good feedback, good feedback. See, this is why we have playtesters from the very beginning. Because there may be some changes that may change a lot of things if you've already done a lot of the work. But oh. Yeah. Alright, how'd that feel that time? How'd you like it, Mr. Beggy?
I'll give it a rating out of 10. Yes.
Oh, that was the rating? That was the rating out of 10? Was a rating out of 10?
I don't know. Yep, that's the rating.
Okay, alright. Appreciate that, I guess.
The part right up here, I
Mhm.
mean, I know it's not done yet.
Yeah.
But, like, the part right here, like the curve right there, you kind of just like, whenever, hold on, come over here real quick. Like whenever I do it, I kind of move, and then I want to jump. Hold on, I actually did that well. Unfortunately.
Or is it just that you're instinctively wanting to jump earlier, so and then you're smacking your face on this?
Yeah, I most of the time I wanted to jump earlier, and I kept on hitting this wall,
Alright.
or I would
I'm-
not jump in time enough to where I would miss the wall. This one right here.
I'm curious, if we go ahead and do
That is what I was thinking.
this.
Ah!
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just giant, just giant E-Man over here.
It's a giant- I'm just sliding across the wall. I just see a giant body.
Alright, so if you jump earlier, can you start? Okay, so you can actually start your slide on the slant in. It doesn't quite work that well. Yeah, because it kind of boops you off of it. So let's try
Yeah.
a more gradual, something like that.
Nah. I think the angle doesn't need to be a complete, just
Straight this
90
way.
degree. I think it needs to be a little bit more of a curve.
Talking about this wall here.
Yeah.
All right, let's try that.
Because the angle that you kind of jump off of it, it makes it like kind of. Yeah. Hold on. Let's see now. Too baggy. Boy. Yeah, that's better.
All right. Because I didn't change it too much. Yeah, it could probably go. It could probably go with a little bit more as well.
You got these course backwards. Oh, that wall doesn't tie course
Alright,
backwards.
there we go.
Oh.
All right, that might be better. Yeah, I think that works. Oh, not baggy! You almost knocked me down. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that's good feedback. Yeah, and then I'll toy around with that a little bit more next time, trying to make it probably this wall easier to grab and that wall easier to leave.
Yeah. Wait, you
And
can
then-
grab on these? Oh, no.
No,
Yeah.
it's easier to start sliding on. Okay, all right. So thank you you two for helping out. I'll probably do this at every time I stream this, is I'll then have people come in and give me a little bit of feedback, because sometimes if I do it one way, I can't see like another way of doing it, so then I miss the obvious things. So always good to have other people check your work.
Hold on, spawn Timmy the pot. Spawn Timmy the pot.
Spawn Timmy? We can spawn Timmy.
Spawn Timmy. Wait, let's abuse Timmy.
Okay, well that's maybe a bit too much, but okay.
What is this device? Have you seen Nathan? Again.
Oh, whoops. There's two Timmys.
But it screams.
I don't know if Timmy's set to automatically respawn or not. I don't know what the I don't know what the custom thing is. Oh, I should probably save the room after I did those couple things. just maybe. Just maybe.
Just maybe. They should respawn here.
Okay, yeah, they do respawn. All right. Let me go ahead and delete those so it's not eating up ink.
I gotta find some
That's
crazy skips.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to. I want to leave it in like to interpretation, where like people can find some cool skips, like kind of in Stunt Runner of like.
I gotta figure out how to get on top of the wall.
That I'm gonna try my best to avoid being able to happen.
I'm still gonna learn how to do
The
it.
blatant
If you say
cheating will hopefully
invisible
we'll get
wall.
around, but the cool little skips and glitches we'll try and leave in. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and save.
Genius idea. I'm blind. I can't see.
It seems like a skill issue.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's a skill issue. I have this really cool idea. So
What's
have you ever played like Mario? Have you ever played Mario, like the new one? Okay, thank goodness. Okay, so you know in like Boo's Mansion where there's like walls that you can walk through?
Yeah.
Maybe there could be like some like
Like have like a hidden
not
path.
an actual like just like a smaller, very slightly lighter or darker color wall that you can walk through or something. That leads to like a secret path.
That would be pretty cool.
Why can I not speak right now?
Or at the very least, because if we were to do that, like I think it would, like some newer players may find that unfair to be like, oh, that's so hard to see. Like even if I try and make it somewhat obvious, I feel like new players would be like, that's stupid hard to see. Like that's kind of unfair if somebody knows about that. But what we could do is we could have it be like the same speed to get across, but there could be like 3 or 4 coins down there and a power up. That would be pretty cool. Let me go write that on my idea board so I don't forget it. Whee! How do I? Okay, there we go. How does change? Edit. That's what I need probably. No. Edit. Can't. How? Configure. Configure. That's what I needed. I understand what I'm doing, I swear. The freaking keyboard's way up here again.
Whenever I saw this text, I was like, oh, is this gonna be part of it? So this is basically Mario Kart Stunt Runners.
Yes, exactly. I think that's a perfect description of it.
All right. Well, now I need to save again. Gosh darn. All right. We all go legally
Every
blind
save
again
you
here
do,
for a
you
second.
have to save.
Someone high-fived me. Who high-fived me?
Move.
Hey, stop high-fiving me. Hey, wait, oh, stay away. Who is the high-fiving bandit? Hey, Peggy.
1 second.
I saw you running away from me.
Do something.
Gosh darn it, Peggy.
No, that really wasn't me.
Okay, I gotta go waddle over here to my computer.
Why not? Every
Okay.
small change you do, you got to save. Accidentally move a wall 1 centimeter, save.
Yes, you're right. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Thank you everyone that came by. Thank you to Custom and Baggy for coming to check this out. Help me test some stuff out. Make sure it's as good as possible. So yeah, I'll probably continue working on this for a bit off stream, and then I'll probably stream it again, and then maybe with some help later on. Okay, all right. Thank you guys. You guys have any famous last words? They have to be famous. You can't give boring last words. Okay, all right. Well, this is a way to end that,
But
guys.
yeah,
Bye. Maggie, you concern me.